The following is a presentation of Black Bear Sports Group. Watch the entire 2025-2026 United States Premier Hockey League season exclusively on the new home of USPHL hockey. That's Black Bear TV. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning and welcome to Mount Clemens Ice Arena. We're located approximately 30 minutes northeast of Motown, Detroit, in Mount Clemens, Michigan. It's the 2025-2026 home opener for the Metro Jets Elite, the former USPHL Elite Midwest Division champions who will face off against the Fort Wayne Spacemen Elite. My name is Matt Preer, the voice of the Metro Jets Hockey Club, up high the flight deck alongside color analyst, Black Bear TV broadcast producer Matt Naiman. And Matt, the final home opener of the 2025-2026 season. It seems like it's been absolutely forever, and it really has been since we've seen the Metro Jets Elite here at MCIA.
Yeah, I guess you can kind of say better late than never, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is only, and something we'll get into here in a little bit, this is only the third game of the year for the Metro Jets Elite. Their opponents, the Fort Wayne Spacemen Elite, they're already a quarter of the way through the entire season. This will be game 11 for the Spacemen Elite.
Yeah, and that's something we'll dig into in a bit, but, could it be advantage elite? Because Fort Wayne's played 11 games already, might have some bumps and bruises on Fort Wayne's team. Maybe the elite will take advantage of that if that's the case. We're about to find out here shortly after warm-up.
Indeed, as we jump into the Vital Title Insurance Agency pregame show, based in Farmington Hills, Michigan, with locations throughout Michigan and Florida. Vital Title is your real estate insurance leaders, led by Jamie Naiman. With over 30 years of experience, your property transaction, offering security and knowing your real estate transaction has been executed with expert attention to every detail. Learn more at VitalTitleAmerica.com or call 248-388-9376. And for the Metro Jets Elite, this is their third game of the year and third game of the season against the Fort Wayne Spacemen Elite. Both games they have played this season have been against this team out of Fort Wayne, Indiana. And so far this year, the Metro Jets Elite skating to a 2-0 victory over Fort Wayne back on September 27th. And then the last game they played, also at PSM Ice House in Fort Wayne, Indiana, the Jets losing a heartbreaker 4-3 at the hands of the Fort Wayne Spacemen Elite. So coming into this game, 8 games in hand on the Fort Wayne Spacemen. The Jets currently fourth in the USPHL Elite Midwest Division, record of 1 win and 1 loss. Again, this is only their third game of the season, while Fort Wayne, 6-3, 1-0, good for 13 points, sitting on top of the USPHL Elite Midwest Division standings. And if there's anything to take away from this, Matt Naiman, at least there's some familiarity. 3 games now into the season, third matchup against the Spacemen.
Yeah, that's that can be an advantage, but that can also go both ways too. So they're familiar with what each player does, what the lineups are, and what they got going on. So this is going to be a very interesting game because Elite gave them a run for their money. That's for sure. It was one heck of a game. So we'll see. We're going to see how this plays out.
And this is our first look at the Metro Jets Elite. As mentioned, this is a 2025-2026 home opener for the Metro Jets Elite. Third season of existence on the Elite side. And let's meet the players that are making an impact so far in this season. And we'll go up first with a player that wears number 22, one of the newcomers for the Metro Jets Elite, the 18-year-old from Flagstaff, Arizona, Liam Smith. Smith so far in just 2 games, Matt Naiman, 3 goals, 1 assist, 4 points in the season.
Yeah, and that's a player playing for the Flagstaff Avalanche last year with a total of 40 points with 19 goals and 21 assists. So definitely a contributor. We're going to see how he settles in with this Elite team.
And this is going to be a good one for him, too. Both his games have been on the road. This is his first home appearance here at Mount Clemens Ice Arena for the young man out of Arizona. Tied for second on the team in scoring, a couple of returnees to the Metro Jets Elite. First up wears number 77. Second-year player, the 19-year-old from up here, Michigan. It's Aiden Racosta. Racosta with a goal so far this season. And Racosta going to be relied on this Metro Jets Elite team to be one of the leaders.
Yeah, Racosta's going to have to be one that's for sure is going to have to step it up. We know he's got the capability to do it. Last year with the Jets Elite, He had a total of 12 points out of 47 games played with 3 goals and 9 assists. So if he can push up those numbers, they'll be looking just fine.
Tied with Ricasa on the team lead in scoring with a single goal. Also as a returnee, wears number 94 for the Jets, the 17-year-old from Walnut Lake, Michigan, Dmitry Aksanov. Aksanov with a single goal as well. Joining the Jets by the 3/4 of the way mark during the season, but Aksanov has made an impact.
Yeah, he does, and he will. You know, he's got between the Metro Jets Elite and CompuWare U18 AAA, he's got a total of 26 games played with only 4 assists. So he's going to have to get some goals and get some pucks in the back of the net. But we know with those few assists that he's got, we know he can set up some plays for him.
There's a 4-way tie for 4th on the team in scoring. Every single one of these players with a single assist. Up first, now in his 3rd season, one of the very few original Metro Jets elites. Wears number 2 this season, the 20-year-old Mount Clemens native, Tyler Dix. Dix, a little bit of a slow start to his 3rd year wearing the Jets uniform. He was 3rd on the team in scoring last year. He's got just a single assist, but Tyler Dix has been known to do very well on home ice.
And we know he can do just that with 48 games played last year and 42 total points, looking at almost a point a game. So we know he can step it up, and they're going to be looking for him to be doing just that.
Another player with a single assist is one of the newcomers. Wears number 52 for the Metro Jets Elite, just 16 years old, just turned 16. Out of Northville, Michigan is Jonah Clark. And Clark, small in stature, but plays. He's one of those players that plays a foot taller than what he is, standing at only 5'9".
Yeah, 5'9", 145 pounds. So, he's good on his skates. He's good up along the wall. So we know that he can definitely contribute playing with Bell Tire U16 with 40 games and 20 points. So not a bad player at all. Another player that can definitely contribute to this Metro Jets Elite team.
Another newcomer to the Metro Jets Elite this season. Also has a single assist. Wears number 43 for the Jets. A 19-year-old Canadian from Kingsville, Ontario, Canada, Carson Stomp. He has a single assist, but he does have junior hockey experience playing for the Walpole Island Wild.
Yeah, and previous to that, the Talbot Trailblazers U18. And the Bell River Junior Canadian. So he's got a total of 11 games in there. So he has the junior experience, and it's going to be a good experience for him being with this Jets team and this Jets organization. Definitely a player that we're going to be looking that he's going to be improving.
The last player on the roster that has a single assist for the Metro Jets Elite wears number 48 for the Metro Jets. He is the 18-year-old from South Bend, Indiana. It is Sam Hansen, another 3rd-year player on this Metro Jets organization. Picked up an assist in the season opener in Fort Wayne, and Hansen, that veteran leadership, 3rd year on the roster for the number 48 of Hansen.
Yeah, we know he's searching and searching for this goal for this season, and we know he's going to get it. He's right there in the mix. He's just one of those players that he can fire the puck really well, good in traffic, and he's really good when he gets out there in front of the goaltender.
And speaking of the goaltender, entering the call-in goal for the Metro Jets Elite, wears number 32, 2nd-year player on this Jets Elite roster, the 19-year-old from St. Clair Shores, Michigan. It's Brendan Dreisbach. He was in goal the last time these two teams played. Back on a week ago on October 8th, that 4-3 loss at the hands of the Spacemen. Dreisbach, a 4.0 goals against average, an .882 save percentage. Started last season with MJDP before being sent down to the Metro Jets Elite, and he's found himself a home here on the Elite squad.
Yeah, he has. He's looking fairly good this year, and he's only going to improve with the help of the goalie coach that they have, Randy Wilson. And Mike Sutt's been pitching in since Randy Wilson's still on recovery from his hip surgery.
It was good to see him here, though.
Oh, yeah, it was nice. It was nice to see him. Nice to see him up and about. He's up here drinking his Tim Hortons coffee right now. But we didn't get any, Matt.
No, we didn't get any at all, did we?
What is up with that?
But Brendan Dreisbach, he'll see the Fort Wayne Spacemen for the 2nd time in a row And that is the team to our left. Play their home games at the PSM Ice House in Fort Wayne, Indiana. It is the Fort Wayne Spacemen. They will reach the quarter-way mark of the 25-26 season today. This is already their 11th game of 44 scheduled.
Yeah, and that is just so weird. We're on our third here with this elite squad, and you got a team that's almost a quarter of the way through, and it seems like we haven't started all that long ago, which in a sense we really haven't. Some teams, a lot of teams actually were able to start a little bit earlier, but we'll see if the elite squad's going to be able to take advantage of them playing those amount of games, because there's going to be guys that are a little beat up, so they're going to have to take advantage of that situation.
And leading the way for the Fort Wayne Spacemen Elite, where's number 94, second-year returnee, the 20-year-old from Tampa, Florida, is Hayden Stratman. Stratman so far, 4 goals, 6 assists, 10 points on the season for Stratman, who wears number 94. And again, just like with the Jets Elite team, the Spaceman Elite team going to rely on that leadership.
And Stratman's one that for sure Fort Wayne's going to be looking at, because if you look at last year, he only played 4 games last year, and out of those 4 games, he had 2 goals, 1 assist with 3 points. He's already at 10 so far this year. So this is going to be a player that they're going to be weighing on heavily to be putting goals in the back of the net.
And those 3 points came with a Spaceman Premier squad. He was a tie for 7th on the elite team in scoring last year, 15 goals, 12 assists, 27 points on the year. Another returnee to the Fort Wayne Spaceman Elite. Matter of fact, his 3rd season on the squad. Wears number 19, the 19-year-old from Lloydminster, Alberta, Canada. It's Rylan Wempe. Wempe so far, 3 goals, 4 assists, 7 points on the season. General manager, head coach of the Premier, Kaylee Schrock, likes to bounce his players back and forth between the Premier and Elite, and Rylan Wempe is one of those players.
Yeah, and one of those guys with 27 points total last year. Wempe is going to be a young man that you will hear us calling his name quite a bit during this game. He's really, really involved in any type of play in this game of hockey.
3rd on the team in scoring is one of the newcomers to the Fort Wayne Spacemen Elite. Has already seen time with the Premier and Elite squads. Wears number 26, the 17-year-old Fort Wayne native, Colson White. White in just 6 games, 1 goal, 4 assists, 5 points on the season. He's already played 4 games with the Premier squad. Yeah,
4 games with the Premier squad. Before that, the Fort Wayne Carroll Chargers. 31 games played, 24 points. So not a shabby player at all. Definitely a contributor into this success of this Fort Wayne team.
Another player returning to the Fort Wayne Spacemen Elite is tied for 4th on the team in scoring. Wears number 14 for the Spacemen, the 20-year-old from Cottonwood Heights, Utah. It's Cameron Reese. Reese so far, 2 goals, 2 assists, 4 points on the season. He's one of the elite veterans, if you will, on this Spaceman roster.
Yeah, and Reese, another one. You'll see him out there quite a bit, and you'll hear his name quite a bit. You look at where he was at last year with this elite team with 44 games played and only 6 assists, and he's already there, and they're only just about a quarter of the way into their season.
And 5th on the team in scoring is also the highest scoring defenseman on the roster. He wears number 93 for the Spaceman, the 17-year-old from Three Rivers, Michigan, is Jake Hayden. Hayden so far, 2 goals, 2 assists, 4 points on the season, his 2nd year as well on this Spaceman Elite roster.
Yeah, and you look at it, Hayden is a very, very well-established defenseman, does a real good job protecting the blue line, and also, keeping the puck in the zone. He's really good at protecting that line for the guys to create those scoring opportunities.
And answering the call in goal here this morning for the Fort Wayne Spaceman Elite, wears number 32, the 19-year-old from Mesa, Arizona, 2nd-year Spaceman, Austin Chartel. Chartel making his first start against the Jets this season. Chartel last year, 9 games played, a 261 goals against average, an 899 save percentage, 3 shutouts for the former Pinnacle Pioneer.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, that's some good numbers. You got a third of his games last year were shutouts, so that's definitely going to be something he's going to be looking forward to hopefully doing here against this Jets Elite squad. And he's got this very well could turn out to be a very, very good goaltender's duel here today.
This is already game number 3 of the season between these two clubs, as this is the 3rd of 8 meetings. Both of the Jets games this year have been at PSM Ice House in Fort Wayne, Indiana. A 2-0 victory by the Jets. over the Spacemen. Cooper Langley, who we'll see later on this afternoon, getting the shutout in that game. Well, Fort Wayne rebounding a week ago today on October 8th for the 4-3 victory over the Jets. After today, well, the Jets go right back to PSM Ice South in Fort Wayne, Indiana. First 4 games of the year for the Jets are against these Spacemen.
Yeah, and this is they're going to really get to know each other very well here, especially with coming up here. They got these games that they played. They got the showcase coming up. Then they got the Detroit showcase. I mean, they're going to be all over the place with these guys.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, next Wednesday, October 22nd, the Jets go to Fort Wayne to play the Spacemen.
Yeah.
And then October 30th through November 2nd is the Fort Wayne Showcase where the Metro Jets will be playing.
And then they'll be back here.
But they don't have to play Fort Wayne in Fort Wayne, but they got to play in Fort Wayne.
Yeah. And then,
followed by 2 straight trips to Chicago, which is going to be, I mean, it is backloaded for sure as far as road games go. Back-to-back trips to Chicago to play the Crush and then the T-Rex. And then they finally come back home here to Mount Clemens Ice Arena for the first day of the USPHL Detroit Showcase, where the Jets, technically their next home game is against the Charlotte Rush.
Yeah, that's going to be a tough one there. That is going to be a tough one. Looking out on the ice here and looking at our referees, I can see we have Alexi out there.
Yeah.
And the other 2 are facing away from me, so I can't see who they are.
We'll introduce them guys here in just a little bit. As you've been listening to the Vital Title Insurance Agency pregame show based in Farmington Hills, Michigan, with locations throughout Michigan and Florida. Vital Title is your real estate insurance leaders, led by Jamie Naiman. With over 30 years of experience, your property transaction offering the security of knowing your real estate transaction has been executed with expert attention to every detail. Learn more at VitalTitleAmerica.com or call 248-388-9376. Coming up next, Tim Hortons Cafe and Bake Shop pregame interview. Locations throughout the Metro Detroit area, including one less than a mile down the road from us here at MCIA. Get your morning started right for a quick pick-me-up during the day. That is Tim Hortons Cafe and Bake Shop. And standing to my right, head coach, ×2 today for the Fort Wayne Spacemen. Normally we're accustomed to seeing you behind the bench for the Fort Wayne Spacemen Elite. But as we talked about off the air, Kaylee Schrock a little scared to come up here to Mount Clemens. So you're going to be coaching the premier team as well. I say that with all the love in the world.
Nah, not me.
Right. Cam Wyrick, head coach of the Fort Wayne Spacemen Elite, joining us. And always good to see you, my friend.
You as well.
And we were talking here in the Vital Title Insurance Agency pregame show. Today, you guys are already a quarter of the way through your entire season, while with the Metro Jets, not only is this the home opener, this is only game number 3 of the year for the Jets. How did that work out schedule-wise?
Well, some teams that unfortunately had to, close up shop for the year. So just a lot of changes leading into the season, just kind of put our schedule into a little bit of a funk. But, I think it's a good thing. We just kind of got our guys, it's baptism by fire, right? Like they just go out there and play, and we'll figure it out to a certain extent.
Right.
And so we've had a little bit of a slow start, but we've picked things up here the last 5-6 games. So, I'm pretty impressed with our group so far.
5-game winning streak coming into this game. And as you said, the trial by fire, you're already at the quarter way mark through the season. Can you give us a little synopsis of your elite team so far here? Already a quarter of the way in?
Yeah, it's crazy to say quarter of the way. But yeah, we're a younger team this year, which is something we kind of identified over the summertime. We want to bring in some fresher, younger players to develop in our system and our organization over the next couple of years here. And coming in as a coach, a third-year coach. Comparing this team to last year, it was a challenge for sure, because a lot of the players were trying to establish habits. The culture is already established here to, be heavy on the forecheck, be a good teammate, be on time. Those principles we follow. So that was kind of an easy process there. But getting the guys to buy in on and develop their skills off the bat was a challenge. But I think we got over those speed bumps now, and youthful, I would say, is a way to describe us, and very energetic too. We got some older guys, obviously, like the Rylan Wempies, the Hayden Stratmans, that are leading us, lead by example day in and day out to help those younger guys kind of establish themselves at the junior hockey level.
And it helps to have a kind of a veteran goaltender as well, Austin Chartel, between the pipes. He'll get the call here today. But yeah, talk a little bit about that. I mean, with Cameron Reeves, Hayden Stratman, Rylan Wempe, veterans on this team, add in guys like Colson White, who has made an impact already on both the elite and the premier side. You guys have the makings of a pretty good squad.
Yeah. Like I said, we're younger, but I do like the makeup of our team. It's fun to see the guys develop every day. Again, the camaraderie has been great since day one. It's only getting stronger. We feel like we have a pretty deep lineup, especially on the back end. A lot of new faces, obviously, but it's comfortable when you're able to just kind of roll lines as a coach. Kind of makes the bench management a little bit easier, get to focus on the X's and O's and the adjustments a little bit more.
And is it a good thing or a bad thing for a team to A, play so many games right off the top, and B, play a team like the Metro Jets? This is only their third game of the year. Now, granted, their previous two games were against the Spacemen.
Yeah.
Their next game is against the Spacemen next week at PSM Ice House. What are some goods and bads with that?
Yeah, good. Like I said, just kind of, we get thrown right into the mix right away. So we got to, it's good for the guys to get the experience, again, just because we are a little bit younger. Now that they know what to expect day in and day out, just from almost habits, right? Creating those habits for game days. Don't want to play too many games so up front because then there's a little bit of a downtime. And but with that too, I'd say there's a pro of now we get to, once we kind of get through October here, the schedule relaxes a little bit for us. We get to really hammer out our details and practice our video sessions, etc. So maybe not the greatest to start to play so many games, especially at home too, right? You want to have a most ideal sense of home and road, a good healthy balance across the board. But we faced it last year where we had a lot of road games at the end of the year, and we ended up on a 13-game win streak going into the playoffs. So it is what it is, right? I think you just got to show up every day ready to play, no matter if it's at home or away.
And on that note, with the Metro Jets, this is the home opener for the Metro Jets. So the boys over behind you over here in the locker room, they're awfully excited. It's their first time playing a real game here in Mount Clemens. So you guys kind of got to deal with that too. Yeah,
for sure. And again, that was the statement to the boys, like when we got here, is like, hey, this is a business trip, right? They're going to be excited, right? That's how we were for our first game at home. There's going to be a lot of energy, a lot of emotion. And I think we're up for the challenge. I hope we are. It was an early morning for our guys, but we have a rule, no excuses on our team. So, like I said, it's a business trip. We're here, ready to go, and I know that Metro Jets are going to be ready to go as well.
1-1 already against the Metro Jets. After a 2-0 loss in the opener for the Jets back in September, a 4-3 victory last week, or 5-3 victory, excuse me. What do the Spacemen have to do today here at Mount Clemens to get that another victory? Yeah,
it's playing to our identity, and that's heavy on the forecheck, making sure we're supporting the puck all over the ice, especially in our D zone, and trying to eliminate any sort of chances that the Jets could have in our zone, and transitioning quick in the neutral zone.
Cam Wyrick, always good to talk to you. We're going to talk to you again here in about 2.5 hours.
Absolutely.
As you fill in for Kaylee Schrock.
Yep.
And this has been the Tim Hortons Cafe and Bake Shop pregame interview with Fort Wayne Spacemen Elite head coach Cam Wyrick. We're going to take a short break, come right back with pregame ceremonies, opening drive of the puck. You're watching Metro Jets hockey live exclusively on Black Bear TV. And welcome back to Mount Clemens Ice Arena. We're located approximately 30 minutes northeast of Motown, Detroit, in Mount Clemens, Michigan. It's doubleheader Wednesday, and highlighted by the 2025-2026 home opener for the Metro Jets Elite, who will face off against the Fort Wayne Spacemen Elite. My name is Matt Preer, the voice of the Metro Jets Hockey Club, up on the flight deck alongside Matt Naiman, our Black Bear TV broadcast producer and color analyst, Tyler Naiman. At the controls of the camera, as always, and a little bit later on in the show, we will hear the sweet, docile tones of Mount Clemens Figure Skating Club on ice reporter Sarah Vassar A member of United States Figure Skating, USFS, whether your focus in figure skating is individual, competition, testing, or recreational, MCFSC is for you. All these opportunities, as well as becoming a part of the Spirited family of figure skating, are available to you when you become a member. As Sarah Vassar will be talking to the players, making an impact in today's games. A little bit later on today, we'll go into USPHL Premier Play with the Metro Jets Development Program, MJDP, facing off against the Fort Wayne Spacemen. As for this one, USPHL Elite action. Let's get to the Golden Greek scratches for the game. Before and after the game, located right across the street from right here from us at MCIA, the official restaurant for the Metro Jets Hockey Club. Scratches in first for the Fort Wayne Spacemen Elite. Scratch number 31, Charles Tessier. Also scratch number 46 of 8, Andy Gonzalez. For the Metro Jets Elite, scratch number 29 of Aiden Binkley. Also scratch number 39 of Alan Faulkner. Scratch number 41 of AJ Faulkner. Scratch number 42 of Grayson Caprice. And scratch number 50 of Jesse Lee. And number 59 of Noah Chambers. Coming up here in just a few minutes, the Metro Junior Jets Hockey Organization starting lineups. The Metro Junior Jets, Mount Clemens Hockey Club offer Little Jets Learn to Skate program, house and travel hockey programs for girls and boys. The Junior Jets are also the only organization in Michigan to field the parent Junior A hockey program. Matter of fact, there's 3 of them here at MCIA. A true development ladder with some of the most experienced coaches at Metro Detroit. It is the Metro Junior Jets Hockey Organization. Right?
That's right.
So getting ready to go here. The third meeting of the season already between the Metro Jets Elite and the Fort Wayne Spacemen Elite. Hard to believe. It's October 15th, Matt Naiman. And this is the home opener for the Metro Jets Elite.
Yeah, it's just an odd feeling. Generally, within the first 2 weeks, our home openers for all 3 of the teams are done.
And on the opposite end of the spectrum, the Fort Wayne Spacemen, they hit the quarter way mark of the entire year. This is game 11. They'll be playing, and then the Hershey Cubs will wrap up the Detroit show.
And then back to Chicago again.
No, actually it's home games. Look at this. Home games, followed by
in there.
The Chicago Showcase, and then come back home for 2 against the Chicago T-Rex.
Wow.
We're going to be Chicago'd out, dude.
We love you guys in Chicago.
We do love our folks, our friends in Chicago. That is for sure. Just about set to go. As we get ready, the Metro Jets Elite home opener here at Mount Clemens Ice Arena. Game number 3 of the 2025-2026 season. But it's game 1 here at Mount Clemens Ice Arena for the Metro Jets Elite. Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon and welcome to Mount Clemens Ice Arena. This is the 2025-2026 home opener for the Metro Jets Elite, who will face off against the Fort Wayne Spacemen Elite. Now let's meet the starting lineup. And first for the visitors out of Fort Wayne, Indiana, the Fort Wayne Spacemen. Starting on left wing, the 16-year-old from Highland Park, Illinois, the 42, Leonidas Cintron. Starting at center, the 19-year-old from Lloydminster, Alberta, Canada, the 19, Wyland Wempe. Starting at right wing, the 20-year-old from Tampa, Florida, the 94, Hayden Stratman. On defense, the 18-year-old from Fort Wayne, Indiana, the 44, Dylan Parks. Also on defense, the 17-year-old from Three Rivers, Michigan, the 93, Jake Hayden. And starting in goal, the 19-year-old from Mesa, Arizona, the 32, Austin Chartel. Head coach of the Fort Wayne Spacemen Elite is Cam Wyrick. And now, for the first time of the 2025-2026 season, let's meet the starting lineup for the Metro Jets Elite. Starting on left wing, the 16-year-old from Detroit, Michigan, the 54, Eli Schwartzer. Starting at center, the 19-year-old from Goodrich, Michigan, the 81, Cam Maxwell. On right wing, the 19-year-old from St. Petersburg, Florida, the 34, Brody Jamrick. On defense, the 18-year-old from Siloam Springs, Arkansas, the 55, Connor Mulligan. Also on defense, the 17-year-old from New Boston, Michigan, the 56, Ethan Lorraine. And starting in goal, the 19-year-old from St. Clair Shores, Michigan, the 32, Brendan Breitbach. Head coach of the Metro Jets Elite is Danny Vanderweel. Assisted today by Jake Howie. And now, ladies and gentlemen, would you please rise if you're able? Turn your attention to the Stars and Stripes for the playing of our national anthem. Pre-game ceremony is complete. National anthem is played for the first time of the 2025-2026 hockey season. The Metro Jets Elite are on home ice here at MCIA. They, of course, are the home team wearing the home blue uniforms, white and red trim. They'll be skating right to left on your television screen. While the Fort Wayne Spacemen, who play their home game at the PSM Ice House in Fort Wayne, Indiana, they are, of course, the road team wearing the road whites with the orange, gray, and black trim. They'll be skating left to right on your Black Bear TV television dial as we are just about ready to go. This is the 20th all-time meeting for the Metro Jets and Fort Wayne Spacemen Elite. The Jets Elite carrying a 10-5-4 record, while the Spacemen counter with a 9-8-1-1 record lifetime. Game number 20 overall, game number 3 of the 25-26 season, and we're underway. The home opener for the Metro Jets Elite. Picked up there, knocked away by Lorraine, now picked up by Connor Mulligan, the former Connecticut Junior Ranger. He'll bring it out. He'll send it across over to Cam Maxwell. Maxwell, one of the original Metro Jets Elite players. There's 4 of them total on the roster. Cam Maxwell, one of them. And now here come the Spacemen the other way. Leonidas Cintron, the former Chicago Cougar, sends it over into the corner. Met there by Ethan Lorraine. Lorraine now to Axonoff. Too far for Cam Maxwell, and it goes all the way down into the Spaceman zone, icing the call. 19:21 to go here in period number 1. Your referee is Mike Lucy. The linesman, Mike Myers. Halloween appropriate.
Yeah.
And Dan Oleski will be on the blue lines and dropping the pucks here today. Picked up there by Eli Schwartzer. Schwartzer, one of the youngest players on the roster. Just 16 years old, a Detroit native. Won't turn 17 till right around Thanksgiving on November 28th. Puck comes back. Lorraine knocked it away. Now picked up there by Cameron Reese. Reese knocked away by Mulligan. And offside, the call. Brought in offside by Emerson Swint.
Boy, that whistle on that rush right there sure shaved the Jets on a breakaway. That would have been a 2 possible 3-on-1 going in.
Our first look at Liam Smith for the Metro Jets. The 18-year-old from Flagstaff, Arizona, centering a line with Dmitry Axonoff and Tyler Dix. Smith has been good. 3 goals, 1 assist, 4 points in just the 2 games played. For the former Flagstaff Avalanche, where he was the leading scorer for his high school team 3 of the 4 years. His first home game, Tyler Dix had the puck knocked away there by Joe Candelaro. Candelaro tried to feed it up Emerson Swin, knocked away there by the 23 of Cameron Schaefer. Comes back to Sam Hansen, one of the 4 original Metro Jet Elite players. Over to Liam Smith. Smith lost it. Bounced off his helmet and now picked up there by Colson White. White knocked away, picked up by Axonoff. Axonoff tried to feed it to Smith, knocked away there by Matt Shackert. Shackert played against Liam Smith as he's a former Camp Alberto Coyote Arizona high school hockey ranks. So those two have seen each other more than once.
Oh, yeah, and they're going to be seeing each other quite a bit this season as well.
Tyler Dix, the Mount Clemens native, sends it in just wide of Chartel, leads it there for Alex Robb, the 17-year-old from Monclova, Ohio. Former Monclova Christian Thunder, the Ohio High School Athletic Association. White had the puck knocked away from him. And here come the Jets the other way. Carson Stomp will bring it in with a shot into the big paw of Austin Chartel, who hangs on. Let's meet Austin Chartel. Number 35 may have been switched on us as Austin Chartel was scheduled to start. That is Aiden Karsten goal for the Spacemen.
They're just making sure you're paying attention now.
So there may have been a very, very late addition, and we'll get official word on that. Stomps in the cross, backhand attempt there by Grady Smith, who started the year with the Metro Jets development program, played against the Metro Jets in the home opener. Getting more ice time here on the elite side. So again, we'll get a confirmation. Austin Chartel was listed as the starter But that appears to be Aiden Cars on the post. Rebound. And that indeed is Aiden Cars, the 19-year-old from Mossany, Wisconsin. Let's meet him, the former Mossany Pride, Wisconsin high school hockey ranks. So Aiden Karst will get the call in goal. I should say has gotten the call in goal. We'll get a confirmation on that. Chartel, we don't see him on the bench, but that's not all that unusual because usually the backup goaltenders are below us here in the penalty boxes.
Yeah.
Max Lee with a shot up high and wide. Lorraine tried to keep it in, couldn't do it, now picked up. As Clark stepped on a skate. Oh, penalty coming. So for the first time, the Metro Jets will go on the take it to the mat. Or excuse me, the Metro Jets Foundation power play for the first time.
Do I have to put it up on the big screen for you, Matt?
I appreciate it. 2-minute minor for tripping at the 3:33 mark. So the Metro Jets will go on the Metro Jets Foundation power play for the first time today. And the Jets so far, with the man advantage, this is their first home power play of the season.
And this is one with this Spaceman Elite program, with the way their first game went here against them. This is something the Jets are going to have to take advantage of during this game. Every opportunity that they have against this Fort Wayne team, they're going to have to take advantage of it.
Absolutely they are. Just underway here at Mount Clemens Ice Arena. Home opener for the Metro Jets Elite. First power play here on home ice at Mount Clemens Ice Arena. Haven't scored yet. They're 0 for 5. So that's something, definitely something that hopefully they can rectify that here in their first home game. While the penalty kill for the Fort Wayne Spacemen pretty darn good. 94%.
That is solid.
And they have scored 2 shorthanded goals this season. Definitely something to keep an eye on. Hansen with a shot, goes wide. Jets continue to press. Sam Hansen sends it across, wide open. Dmitry Aksanov with a shot. Doesn't get it all the way through. Puck goes over into the corner. Fort Wayne Spaceman penalty, number 18, David Canopy. A 2-minute minor for tripping.
Fort Wayne doing a great job blocking these shots as Hansen's going to cut up through the middle, take the shot. It's going to get blocked and go wide. As Fort Wayne tries to clear that out, Hansen stops it with his foot. Good job. Another shot there.
As Aksanov with a shot, and Aiden Karst makes the save.
We got 24 seconds left in this power play. Jets are going to have to make something go on this shift right here if they're going to want to take advantage of this.
Shot 5-0 in favor of the Jets. Shot there by Noah Chambers, the newest member of the Metro Jets, playing his first game.
I ran into him briefly upstairs here.
Former Bold City Battalion, started the year on the battalion's premier team this year. 3 games played. Actually played some semi-pro hockey last year with the Flint Lumberjacks in the American Professional Hockey League, the APHL, based right here in Michigan. Both teams back to full strength. So the Jets still now 0 for 6 this season on the power play.
And now we got an icing coming back down the other way.
$14:15 to go here in period number 1. Face off deep in the Spaceman zone to the left. The goaltender Aiden Karst, the 19-year-old from Mossany, Wisconsin. Shot there was blocked. Picked by Tanabe, knocked away though by Noah Chambers. Chambers now to Cam Maxwell. Pressured along the boards there by Matt Shacker. And here come the spacemen the other way. Jake Hayden kicked it up to Leonidas Cintron. Pressured there by Scott Jua. Jua kicks it over to Cam Maxwell. Battle along the boards there. Eli Schwartz or Cam Maxwell digs it out. Send it across for Jua. Jua now to Chambers. Now to the puck and Cintron grabs it. Leonidas Cintron, that pass taken away by Aiden Ricasa, will send it in. Going after it is Dylan Parks. The 18-year-old Fort Wayne native couldn't get it out. Kept in by Grady Smith. Smith over to Ricasa. Carson Stomp heading towards, and whistle blows as Grady Smith's helmet comes off. Automatic whistle. .23 to go. Here in period number 1. Shots 5-0 in favor of the Jets. Fort Wayne yet to get a shot on Brendan Dreisbach.
You know, one thing I'm noticing a lot so far this game is that the this elite program by the Spacemen here, they're blocking a lot of shots right now.
They're blocking a lot of shots, but not firing any shots at the Metro Jets. Maybe an opportunity here. Here's Braden Rosinski's with a shot, goes wide on Dreisbach. Picked up by Ethan Lorraine, who had puck knocked away. Puck comes across. Rosinski's knocked away. Nice little poke check there by the 55 of Connor Mulligan. Puck goes all the way down to Spaceman zone. Mulligan will go after it. Dreisbach kicks it over behind him. Mulligan looking for Jamrock. Went by him. Picked up by Alex Roth with a shot, goes wide. Put it there by Emerson Swin. Swin pressured off the puck there by Connor Mulligan. Now picked up by Aiden Ricasa. Ricasa had a puck knocked away by Braden Rosinski. Come back to Carson Stomp. Hyber trying to grab it. And comes back to Swin. Swin sends it right back in. Mulligan will go after it. Connor Mulligan, the 18-year-old from Siloam Springs, Arkansas. A thriving hockey metropolis in Arkansas. No response at all to that, Matt?
No, I have messages here that I need to get taken care of pretty quickly, and I'm doing that right now. So you do your thing, Matt.
Braden Heber
leave me alone.
Had it knocked in. Comes back to the 19 of Rylan Wempe. Third year with a Fort Wayne Spaceman elite. Puck to foot it in. Dreisbach's going to play it. He'll wrap it around the board. Too far for Hansen. Hayden Stratman with a shot. Patted away. Rebound comes out. Nice block there by Connor Mulligan. Comes back to Jake Hayden with a shot deflected wide. Max Stratman off angle shot saved by Dreisbach. Back to Jonah Clark. Sam Hansen trying to get it out, and he does. As Joseph Wade tries to knock it back in. Dreisbach leaves it there for Mulligan. Played 40 games last season for the Connecticut Junior Rangers elite team. Picked up 4 assists. Jason Shores trying to chase down Jake Hayden. Puck comes back to Big Cameron Reese. Reese sends it over. Hansen will grab it. Hansen off the board. Knocked off the puck there by the 20 of Joseph Way. The former Toledo St. John Jesuit Titan. Candelaro trying to keep it in. Couldn't do it as Jason Shores knocked it back in the neutral zone. Max Lee up to Jonah Clark, but it was offside. 10:47 to go here in period number 1. Remind me to give head coach Cam Wyrick crap in the next pregame interview for the Premier side.
Yeah.
For giving me the wrong starting goalie.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to give him some stuff.
I think he did that on purpose.
He might have. I'm gonna give him some.
That's something I would do.
I'm gonna give him some guff. Yeah. Shot there, saved there by Harst. As Karst hangs on. The former Mossany Pride Wisconsin high school hockey ranks last year. 24 games played, a .220 goals against average, and a .927 save percentage. Spent all 4 of his high school years with the Pride in his native state of Wisconsin. Axenoff trying to kick it up to Schaefer. Goes by him, and now Sam Hansen. Got it out, now over to Liam Smith. Smith now to Tyler Dix. Dix going to bring it in. Dix off angle shot up high and wide. Picked up by Rosinski. Not out. Kept in by Cameron Schaefer with a shot. Blocked by Roth. Tyler Dix over to Axonoff. Axonoff with a shot. Saved by Cars. Comes back to Axonoff, who leads it for Dix. Dix off the boards. Hansen wasn't expecting it. Now has to go back and give chase. Hansen back over to Cameron Schaefer, the 18-year-old Kalamazoo native. Try to feed it back to Hansen. Hansen shovels it up to Tyler Dix with a little bit of help from Liam Smith. Knocked away there by Heber. Heber across. Over the shot there to Rosinski. Saved by Dreisbach. Another shot patted away by Dreisbach. Smith trying to knock Stratman to the board. Schaefer is there as well to help out. Schaefer and Stratman in a battle on the boards. Ryland Wempe tries to dig it out. Axonoff is there as well. A shot there into the glove of Brendan Dreisbach, who hangs on. And let's meet Brendan Dreisbach. Goaltender extraordinaire for the Metro Jets Elite. A 4.0 goals against average and a .882 save percentage in his one game so far last year. Split time with MJDP and the Jets Elite. Last year for the Elite, 11 games played at .276 goals against average. .902 save percentage and 1 shutout. Also played 2 games for MJDP on the Premier side. For the former St. Clair Shores Laker in the Michigan High School Athletic Association. Now in his second year with the Jets. And of course it's Brendan Dreisbach. Otto now over to Eli Schwartzer. Schwartzer, the former Victory Honda product. Played U16 AAA last year. Schwartzer only 2 years removed from U14 AAA play.
Very young player and very talented. This young man's got a lot of potential.
Gavin Otto now to set Eli Schwartzer. Schwartzer will bring it in. Just 16 years old, won't turn 17 until around Thanksgiving weekend, November 29th. Here comes Ryland Wempe. Jua trying to cut him off. Shot there, got an off-angle shot. Nice play by Jua to knock him to the outside. Schwartzer comes back the other way, over to Noah Chambers. Chambers sends it in. Jets go for a line change, picked up by big Dylan Parks. Over to Alex Roth. Roth now will send it in, knocked away there by Grady Smith, no relation to Liam Smith. Had him knocked away, Carson Stomp. Stomp sends it over into the corner. Grady Smith goes after it, pressure by Alex Roth. Puck comes back over to Jackson Crawford. Crawford shot there by the 55 of Mulligan, goes wide. Stomp trying to send it over into the corner, being backed up by Lorraine. Recosta grabs it, over to Stomp. Stomp off angle shot, deflected wide. Picked up by Jackson Crawford. Crawford pressured by Recosta. Mulligan couldn't keep it in. Checked on the board by Joe Candeloro. And it comes back to Alex Roth one more time. Roth over to Crawford. Kept in by Mulligan. So far, Matt Neighbor, we're learning. We're going to see a lot of Connor Mulligan, a lot of Ethan Lorraine on the blue line for those Jets Elite. The puck deflected up in the netting and out of play.
Yeah, so far they're doing a good job. I mean, some good back and forth hockey. The Jets on top so far with the shots on goal. And at times you're seeing Fort Wayne really wake up and getting some good scoring opportunities over in the Jet zone.
Fort Wayne finally getting some shots on goaltender Brendan Dreisbach. Shots now 7-5 in favor of the Jets. Max Lee taking the draw. Try to kick it over to the 45 of Jason Shores. The former Decatur Blaze. Now to Brody Jammer. Jammer to Hansen with a shot off the mask. A goaltender, Aiden Cars. Puck is loose under the legs of Cars. Boy, Sam Hansen had an opportunity there.
Where's his mom?
She's not here today. She's working. But she does have the game on at work on the computer.
There we go.
But she said not to tell anybody at work that she has the game on.
We won't tell anyone she has the game on.
I won't say a word.
All right.
Not a word.
She's working.
Yes, she is. Working hard. Colson White wraps around, kept in by Cameron Schaefer. Schaefer with a shot was blocked. Picked off there. Shores with a shot. Save made. And Carson knew where it was. Came back to Schaefer. Schaefer to Hansen with a shot. Was blocked. Puck comes back over. Picked up there by Matt Shackard. Shackard. Puck knocked away by Hansen. Picked off by Jason Shores. And squirts over to Cameron Schaefer. Schaefer's got speed. Schaefer goes down, penalty coming. And for the second time, the Metro Jets will go on the Metro Jets Foundation power play as Colson White will head off a 2-minute minor for tripping. The Jets are 0 for 1 today, 0 for 6 on the season. Keeping in mind, Matt, this is only the third game of the year for the Metro Jets Elite. But an opportunity here. Face off to the right of goaltender Aiden Karst. Metro Jets back in the Metro Jets Foundation power play. Trying to break a scoreless tie. Now comes back to Zhua. Zhua to Dix. Dix over to Gavin Otto. Otto to Axenoff. Axenoff spins. Looks for somewhere to go. Finds Liam Smith. Smith over to Tyler Dix. Dix now steps up, top of the face-off circle, fires up high and wide. Jets trying to capitalize on this second Metro Jets Foundation power play. Axenoff over to Liam Smith. Smith behind the net, looking for somewhere to go. He finds Tyler Dix. Dix over to Scott Zhua. Zhua back over to Dix. Oh, knocked away there by Hayden Stratman and knocked into the neutral zone. Gavin Otto comes right back with it. Shot there was deflected by Karst and knocked down into the Jets zone. 54 seconds left in the power play. And the puck comes back the other way.
All right, now so far the Jets aren't looking exactly too bad on this power play. Not a lot of shots on goal on this power play. Fort Wayne's doing a good job keeping them there on the outside. They just finally got another shot in there. They're bringing it up top, across the top, over to Hanson. Hanson's looking for it. Get intercepted. Citron takes a shot.
As the former Chicago Cougar, Leonidas Citron shot right in the breadbasket of goaltender Brendan Dreisbach. Several members of the Metro Jets and the Metro Jets development program up here on the flight deck taking in this game. Before MJDP gets ready.
That's a shiny suit. Take a look at that, man.
I know. Check out
look
the
at the
suit by
threads on
Donnie
that
Pratt.
one.
Look at that. Wow. That's a suit, buddy.
Looking sharp.
Shot there almost goes wide. You know, you should give that to Caleb for his birthday, you know, right? All right. Happy birthday, Caleb.
As again, the Jets Elite just not able to capitalize on that power play against this Fort Wayne team.
Sam Hansen now sends it across over to Grady Smith. Smith, long stretch pass looking for Cameron Schaefer. Doesn't get all the way through. Play continues, 3:37 to go.
Oh, wide open there. The puck was left behind, wide open shot. Nice block there. As the Fort Wayne's looking to press, they got it in the neutral zone right in front of the Jets bench. They're going back and forth. And the pass up to Stomp, intercepted by Wells. Wells is going to dump it all the way into the corner.
Hansen will go after, pressure by Cameron Reese. Now to Aiden Racosta. Racosta trying to get it out, kept in by, Wells couldn't keep it in. 3 minutes remaining here in the first period. No score, scoreless tie. Metro Jets Elite home opener here at Mount Clemens Ice Arena. As Cameron Wells, a 17-year-old from Clarksville, Tennessee. Pressured there by the 43 of Carson Stomp. There's, off the post.
That's
Stomp
2 posts so far.
With an off-angle shot that caught the post. Comes back to Jackson Crawford, who lost the wheel at the blue line. Cam Maxwell trying to get it over to Carson Stomp. 2:30 to go here in period number 1. Connor Mulligan off the boards, looking for Eli Schwartzer. Knocked away there by Cintron. Comes back and hops over everybody's second. Now Heber sends it in. Braden Heber, pressured by Cam Maxwell. Connor Mulligan grabs it behind the net. And now Mulligan. Over to Croft, over the 59 of Chambers. Comes back to Ethan Lorraine. Lorraine Off the backside of Cintron. Picked up by Stratman looking for Wempe. Comes back to Stratman. Minute 50 to go here in period number 1. Puck knocked away. Schwarzer, Chambers off the pass. So Maxwell with a shot, and Karst makes a save with 1:39 to go here in period number 1.
Turning into a real good back and forth hockey game here. Both sides, when they're in those zones, are doing a great job, both offensively and defensively. They're doing a good job keeping each other to the outside. A lot of these shots are, from the outside there. They're not getting too much on the inside.
Shots 14-7 in favor of the Jets. Picked up by Otto. Otto sends it in. Play continues and now comes back to Shacker. Brings it in. Worthy to note, Matt Naiman, the Metro Jets Elite have more shots in this period than they did in the first game of the season. They had 13 shots total. They have 15 now in this period.
Yeah, that was a rough first game for them there. I remember watching that one as we're down to 1 minute left in this period right now.
Play continues. Jets looking for a way to figure out Aiden Karst, while the Fort Wayne Spacemen trying to figure out Brendan Dreisbach. Karst leaves it there for Dylan Parks. Parks a big boy, 6'5", 185. Just 18 years old, Fort Wayne native. Schaefer now to Hansen. Sam Hansen off the board looking for Max Lee. Instead found Aiden Stratman. 15 seconds left here in period number 1. Puck comes back to Cameron Schaefer. Schaefer now to Max Lee. Lee looking to bring it in, but offside as Hansen couldn't quite stay onside. 5 seconds left here in period number 1. Back and forth, close contest here in the first period. Face off to our left of us here at the flight deck. Comes back to Schaefer with his long-range shot. Save as a horn will sound, and period number 1. Shots on goal in the first period. The Fort Wayne Spacemen with 7, while the Metro Jets with 17. The score at the end of 1 period of play. Metro Jets 0, Fort Wayne Spacemen 0. Coming up next, National Coney Island first period interview. Our first appearance of the afternoon by Mount Cummins Figure Skating Club. On-ice reporter Sarah Vassar is going to talk to one of the original Metro Jet Elite players, one of 4 on the roster. It's Mount Cummins native Tyler Dix with Sarah Vassar.
Thanks, Matt. So, Tyler, this is your 3rd year with the program. Your goal is to play college hockey. What do you think for the rest of the season?
I just think, play for the team, of course, but also, I want to play for myself, do the best I can, help the team out, want to win. I want to keep improving. That's what I've been doing the last couple of years, I'd say, make some leaps. So it's one of those years, man. Just make another leap, keep going, and, the rest will pay its way. So
after this first period, what do you think that the team has to do throughout the rest of the game?
It's got to keep our composure. I think we're still working on our chemistry, so a little bit rusty on that, but just got to keep moving the puck. Got to definitely get set up on the power play more. But I think, it's going to take a little bit more time, 3rd game, but I think we can keep going. Just keep practicing, just keep working. That's all we can do, so move the puck.
All right, well, good luck with the rest of the game. Back up to you guys on the flight deck.
Sarah, thank you so much. We played 1 period of play here on Doubleheader Wednesday here at MCIA. This game in USPHL Elite action, a score, a 0-0 tie between the Metro Jets and the Fort Wayne Spacemen. We'll take a short break, come back for a first period recap and start the second period. You're watching Metro Jets Hockey live exclusively on Black Bear TV. Detroit in Mount Clemens, Michigan. Game 1 of our Wednesday doubleheader here at MCIA. The home opener for the Metro Jets Elite in USPHL Elite action. A 0-0 tie between the Metro Jets and the Fort Wayne Spacemen. My name is Matt Preer, the voice of the Metro Jets Hockey Club up high in the flight deck alongside Matt Naiman, our Black Bear TV broadcast producer and color analyst. Tyler Naiman providing you with the visual effects on the camera. While Mount Clemens Figure Skating Club on-ice reporter Sarah Vassar continues to stalk the property in search of victims.
Well, it's stalking. It's getting close to Halloween.
It is. That is very true.
So.
That is very true. As we jump
Other than
in.
that, she's out lurking about.
She is lurking. That is for sure. National Coney Island first period recap. National Coney Island has been in business since 1965, celebrating its 60th anniversary, and currently owns and operates over 20 restaurants here in southeastern Michigan. Corporate headquarters are located just down the road in Roseville. Home of the original location. Call 1-888-44-CONEY and order now. That sounds really good, by the way.
That does. I haven't had one in a while. It's been a while.
It has been a while. Shots on goal the first period. Fort Wayne was 7, while the Metro Jets was 17. No scoring in that first period. And we're getting an update. See, I knew I wasn't seeing things. Austin Chartel was the starting goaltender. He was he was in the lineups. He was on camera. I have that visual. I wasn't going crazy. But less than a minute in, Aiden Karst comes in to relieve Austin Chartel. Didn't see the goaltender exchange after the first whistle. We're going to find out what exactly was transpiring there with Mr. Chartel. We'll get a word on that as soon as we can, and we'll pass that along. I'm sure Austin Chartel's mom and dad would like to know why their son played the first 30 seconds and then came out, right? See, I wasn't going crazy. I knew he was out there.
It could have been an equipment issue, and they decided just to run with it from there. And maybe we'll see him back out for the second. Who knows?
Oh, good. My prescriptions are ready.
Oh, well, that's good.
Yeah, that's good to know.
Yeah.
All right.
How much is that Viagra?
Oh. It's Cialis, and you just hush.
Oh, man.
Thanks, Matt.
Yeah, you walked right into that door.
Yeah, I sure did. For those moms out there, one of us is single. Okay, we'll stop. Game 2 of our doubleheader Wednesday coming up immediately following this game. And for those at Black Bear TV World Headquarters, immediately following the Ocean Blue Development Player of the Game interview, we're going to jump right in to the Vital Title Insurance Agency pregame show for the Metro Jets Development Program, MJDP, against the Fort Wayne Spacemen in USPHL Premier Play. Vital Title pregame show scheduled for 2:15. We're going to run up against that and probably surpass that. So that's a programming note for the fine folks at Black Bear TV World Headquarters. Where is Black Bear located? Youngstown, Ohio.
Yes.
Youngstown, Ohio. There we go. Not too far from here, right? Probably throw a rock fairly hard and hit the Pennsylvania state line.
Yeah.
Appreciate the coffee there, Tyler Naiman.
Yeah, but we didn't get the Shoguns.
Quality, Tim. Well, but he got, look at this. He got Japanese food. What's up with that?
Oh, he's complaining about it. I'll have it.
Oh, your steak was raw, huh? Oh, some people eat that kind of stuff raw, so.
As long as it's not moving, I'll eat it.
Right, yeah. If it's not moving at you, if it's not waving at you while you're eating it, Right. So, Matt Naiman, after today's doubleheader, there are no home games here at Mount Clemens Ice Arena until 2 weeks from today.
I know. What shall we do?
Wednesday, October 29th, as the Metro Jets will host MJDP here at Mount Clemens Ice Arena.
I'm gonna try to get up north. I'm gonna try, but we got a lot of stuff going on.
But you and I are gonna be busy. Following weekend, October 24th and 25th, we'll head over to the rink BC in Battle Creek, Michigan. The Battle Creek Colonels will host the Metro Jets and then MJDP on the 24th and 25th. After our game on the 29th, I do appreciate John Finch, owner-president of the Fort Wayne Spacemen, along with Kaylee Schrock, Cam Wyrick, Megan Eisenbarger, the entire management staff of the Fort Wayne Spacemen, I got the invite for the second year in a row to be one of the broadcasters of the 2025 USPHL Fort Wayne Showcase at PSM Ice House in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Certainly appreciate the invite. It feels good, Matt. It really does when, other teams around the league, hey, we'd like you to come over and help us out a little bit.
I just think they feel sorry for you.
That could be, too.
Yeah.
That very well could be.
Why you picked me as a partner is beyond me. I don't know.
You make me look good.
Oh.
And I'm prettier than you.
Jeez,
So.
thanks.
And the thing is,
and you're the one that's single.
I know, right?
Go figure that one out.
Right? I know. My number is 61. No. Period number 2 underway. Metro Jets, of course, the home team. This is the home opener for the Metro Jets Elite. Wearing the home blues, white and red trim. They're skating left to right on your television screen. With the Fort Wayne Spacemen out of Fort Wayne, Indiana. They are the road team today. Wearing the road whites with the orange, gray, and black trim. They are skating right to left on your Black Bear TV dial. Cintron dumps it in, picked up there by Connor Mulligan. Mulligan kicks it over, looking for, and he finds Eli Schwartzer. Schwartzer trying to get it out, kept in, shot, saved by Dreisbach. Right off the bottom of his mask, and it drops down into the glove. We got to fix those highlights up there on the video board. That's from 2 years ago's Detroit Showcase.
You got to get with Q on that one.
Right. I mean, that's the Minnesota Moose up there right now. They're not in the league anymore. Whether they are the Northwest Express. Over on the Premier side. Gavin Otto, Scott Jua, now to Dmitry Aksanov. Aksanov off the board looking for Liam Smith. Instead finds our National Coney Island first period interview, Tyler Dix. Dix had it knocked away from him, and now here come the Spacemen the other way. Braden Rosinski feeds it up to Matt Shackert. Shackert sends it in. Gavin Otto is there alongside Alex Roth. Puck kicked away to Scott Jua. Second year Metro Jet. Feeds it up to Liam Smith. Smith now brings it in. Smith backhands it into the Spaceman zone. Picked up by Braden Heber. Heber knocked to the boards by Tyler Dix, who grabs the puck away. Aksanov had a puck shot blocked. And here comes Shackert the other way. Off the skates of Gavin Otto, and Scott Jua will go grab it. Jua to Otto. The 18-year-old from Colorado Springs, Colorado, with a little bit of help from Liam Smith. Next and into the Spaceman zone. Jake Hayden will grab it. The 17-year-old from Three Rivers, Michigan, located in the southwest corner of the state of Michigan. For those I know your geography of our beloved home state.
Yeah, it kind of looks like that.
Hold your right hand out and point down to the bottom left-hand corner of your wrist.
Not too far from Michigan City, Indiana.
You could throw a rock fairly hard again and hit the Indiana state line. If those of you know where Three Rivers, Michigan is.
I've driven through there.
Been there a few times. Used to be a racetrack there, Montville Speedway.
That's right.
Yep.
I remember hearing about that one.
That's now a church. Sadly. It's not sad, it is a church, but sadly it's no longer a racetrack. Puck goes wide there on Aiden Karst. Picked up by Cameron Schaefer. Schaefer to Racosta. Able to knock it in after a battle with Hayden. Gets a little bit of help from Carson Stomp. Grady Smith is there as well. Comes back, hops over the stick of Cameron Schaefer. The 18-year-old from Kalamazoo, Michigan, not too far from Three Rivers. Sam Hansen from South Bend, Indiana, not that far away from Three Rivers, Michigan either.
No.
Sam Hansen, one of the 4 original Metro Jets in this elite team. To Smith, to Racosta, back to Smith, now to Carson Stomp. Stomp will send it in. Hayden Stratman will go after it. Stratman leads it there for Leonidas Cintron. Cintron now feeds it up to Matt Shackert. There to Heber. Heber not on the puck there by Jason Shores. Max Lee grabs it. Comes back to Stratman with a shot, blocked by Stomp. Backhand shot. I was choked up. That was such a good play. Comes back to Roth. Alex Roth, top of the circle. Shot, deflected wide. Stratman looking for it. Knocked it off of his stick. Picked up by Rylan Wempe. Wempe pressured by Mulligan, and Carson Stomp will grab it. Stomp knocked away. Looks like Stratman may have caught an errant stick up high as he heads to the bench. And picked up by Jason Shores, the former Decatur Blaze, former Indianapolis South Star. The puck deflected out of play. Take a look at the 45 of Jason Shores, 18-year-old from Pittsburgh, Indiana. Played for the Decatur Blaze last year. Prior to that was the Indianapolis South Star. Played the final 2 years of his high school eligibility. And now Shores, his first year with the Metro Jets. He said it's a bit different, bit different culture here with the Jets compared to last year with the Decatur Blaze.
It's just they do things different here. I mean, that's how it is, and that's what makes majority of the time, that's what makes this Jets organization so successful.
Of course, the Decatur Blaze no longer part of the USPHL, sort of. They have what is called the U18 AAA farm team that do play some games against the USPHL elite teams, primarily at showcases.
That was what we had, what was it, last year, 2 years ago? We had a team that just did the showcases, I believe.
Yeah, it was a Metro Hockey Club, the third team out of here, which is basically what you're looking at right now.
Yeah.
Which began to set the stage for a Metro Jets elite team.
Yeah, my understanding of it is there was a few teams that collapsed.
Well, what happened is the Worcester Oilers folded 5 games into the year, and
these guys needed somewhere to go, and
Justin Kinville put together a third team just for the showcase here, the Detroit Showcase, and the Chicago Showcase that year.
Yeah.
And they went 1-7 that year. Ironically enough, that third team, the Metro Hockey Club, defeated the Decatur Blaze at the USPHL Chicago Showcase. That was back in 2022. Cam Maxwell for Schwartzer. Schwartzer to Scott Gila with a shot, goes wide. Comes back to Gavin Otto. Otto backhands it back into the corner. Schwartzer will go after it. Eli Schwartzer. Big hit on the boards there by the 9 of Cameron Wells. Comes back to Chambers with a shot up high and wide. Gavin Otto couldn't keep it in. Now he's got to chase after it. Otto off of Mike Myers' skate, the linesman. Puck knocked in there by the 44 of Dylan Parks. As Otto to Chambers, too far for him. You expect some full beards on some of the USPHL Premier squad, but take a look at Noah Chambers. He looks like he's 35 years old.
Yeah. There's a few of them in this league that you definitely ought to be checking driver's licenses and birth certificates.
You see it more on the Premier side than the elite side.
Yeah.
Midst of a line change, picked up there by Liam Smith. Nice bench awareness by the Jets.
They've come across that a couple times. We're right there to get a bench minor for too many men, and that was real good. The guys hesitated on jumping over because that puck was right there.
Roth in a battle there with Liam Smith, and now gets a little bit of help from Cameron Reese. Reese around the boards. Emerson Swint grabs it and dumps it all the way down into the Jets zone.
No icing. They're waving that one off.
Waving it off, so Cameron Schaefer will grab it. Schaefer, the former Kalamazoo United. Spent the last 3 years with them. Schaefer sent it in with a shot up high. Rebound to Tyler Dix. Another shot. Saved there by Aiden Karst. Sam Hansen keeps the puck in. Over to Tyler Dix. Liam Smith in a battle. Dix grabs it. Looking for Liam Smith. A little help there from Dmitry Aksanov. They try to dig it out. Rylan Wempe is there. Alex Roth right in the middle of all that. And Liam Smith digs it out for himself. Over to Ethan Lorraine. Lorraine sends it across. I think it all the way through. And here comes the spaceman back the other way. Picked off by Sam Hansen. Knocked away from him. Picked up by Swin. Off the pass there from Cintron, and Ethan Lorraine's got to go after it. Lorraine around the boards on Dmitry Aksanov. Aksanov off the boards into the neutral zone. Heber grabs it. Pressured by Liam Smith. Nice pickpocket by Smith as he waits for reinforcements. But Heber grabs it back away from him. Brody Jammer with a nice little pickpocket on Matt Shackert. And Swin around the boards. Cintron grabs it. And with a little bit of help, not there from Shackert, knocks in the neutral zone. Mulligan's pass almost picked off. Nice extra effort by Grady Smith to knock it into the neutral zone in front of the Fort Wayne bench. Before being knocked back into the jet zone, Ethan Lorraine.
Well, referee Walters was holding on to dear life to those boards right there during that.
Yes, he was. Colson White.
Alexi was over on our side laughing at it. It was actually quite funny if you could see that interaction. It was funny.
White, nice play there. Lorraine knocks White off his skates. Nice defensive play. Battle along the boards, 11:40 to go. Here in period number 2. Rebound, score! Turnover in front of goaltender Brendan Dreisbach, and Braden Rosinski puts Fort Wayne on the board. They lead 1-0. And Braden Rosinski, the 18-year-old from Borbanus, Illinois, his second goal of the season. And the Fort Wayne Spacemen strike first. They lead 1-0. Just a turnover right in front of goaltender Brendan Dreisbach.
Left it right there, and that was all you can eat. He was over to his left side, just wasn't able to recover to make that stop.
And Ethan Lorraine, both him, Lorraine, and Connor Mulligan at the end of a very long shift. So the Spacemen lead by a score of 1-0.
And this is one of those situations right now, too, despite being outshot. They're leading the game.
Yep. Braden Rosinski, his second goal of the season from Colson White at 8:23 of the second period has given the Spacemen a 1-0 lead. Joseph Way, now the shot was blocked there by Jason Shores. Picked up by Gavin Otto, and here come the Jets the other way. Fort Wayne Spaceman's first goal.
And we'll just have to wait and see how the Jets are going to respond. And Shores tries putting it in, and Lee tried putting that in, just jumped right over his stick, was not able to get that shot off. As Lee again, coming up the middle, takes that shot, goes wide. Puck now behind the net. Lee after it again, tries to put it around the back.
Candelaro feeds it up to Cameron Wells. Wells now to Cameron Reese. Reese blocked there by Gavin Otto. So it's Braden Rosinski, his second goal of the season from Colson White at 8:23 of the first period to give the Spacemen a 1-0 lead. Got a lot of cords up here, Tyler. Why don't you have your headset on? Now I just dropped the mic. Thought we had all this figured out.
That's all you.
Right?
I just have to make sure it's all working. And Tyler's not wearing his headset because he's probably getting sick of listening to you, but, you know.
Hey.
You know I got to go there with you, Matt.
Right. Schwartzer sends it in. Big thank you, by the way, last Saturday to the voice of the Fresh Coast Freeze, Aaron Poling, for filling in on Saturday while I was down in Winchester, Indiana for my final motorsports obligation of the season. Had fun.
Yeah, it was actually it was nice having him up here. Real nice guy. I loved working with him, and you know he was like, "Oh, how do you want to do this?" I'm like, "Dude, this is all you. You do what you're comfortable with. I'll run with it, man." And you know, he did a good job.
We'll see Mr. Poling back at the USPHL Detroit Showcase here at Mount Clemens Ice Arena, November 21st to the 24th. Looking forward to that. In the midst of all that, we will have an ACHA Division I college game that Friday.
That's going to be
Indiana Tech and Hope College. Of course, we do have a ACHA Division I program right here at Mount Clemens Ice Arena, the Rochester Christian Warriors.
Which I don't know how they did their last game. They played Central. It was a Friday, Saturday. And I know that Friday they beat Central 12-8. And I watched part of that first period on Saturday. And I actually watched the first period, and when that ended, there was a 1-1 tie.
Okay.
Puck up and out of play.
8:50 to go here in period number 2. So Braden Rosinski has given his Fort Wayne Spacemen a 1-0 lead. Fort Wayne out shooting the Jets 3-2 in the second period. A lot less shots here in period number 2. Face off to the right of goaltender Brendan Dreisbach.
Well, it seems like Fort Wayne's kind of tightened up their play. They're not giving the Jets a lot of room. They're on them right away, so they're not able to get those shots off.
Nord's shot was blocked, picked up by Axenoff. Off the board, trying to send Liam Smith on a break. Jake Hayden brings it in. Ethan Lorraine will go after it. Off the board to Tyler Dix. Dix cross-ice pass to Axenoff. For Liam Smith. Smith will bring it in through one guy. Backhand shot, saved by Cars. And picked up by Mulligan. Again, Aiden Cars coming in relief of goaltender Austin Chartel, not even a minute into the first period. And so far, he's been up to the task. Face off to the left, the goaltender Aiden Cars. Liam Smith will take the draw. Wins it back, try to feed it back to Mulligan, but Rosinski's knocked it away. Picked up by Ethan Lorraine to Tyler Dix. Dix, pass intercepted by Rosinski. Big hit by Connor Mulligan. Nice play by Mulligan, but Heber keeps it in. Heber with a shot, blocked by Mulligan. Mulligan battles along the boards there with Braden Rosinski's. Right behind goaltender Brendan Dreisbach. Now Mulligan comes out with it. Knocked away from him there by Colson White. Soft pass looking for Shackert. Here comes Liam Smith to Axenoff. Axenoff offside. Liam Smith by a half step. Well, for those looking for other scores in the USPHL Elite for today, you're not going to find any. This is the only game in town today on Wednesday, October 15th. So the entire USPHL Elite world tuning in on Black Bear TV. And so they should.
This is a good game.
One of the bigger rivalries in the USPHL Elite side, Metro Jets, Fort Wayne Spacemen. Third year for the USPHL Elite Midwest Division. Both the Jets and the Chicago Crush going to the national championships in 2023, or 2024, excuse me. It was just, with the revised format, it was just the Chicago Crush last year going to the 2025 USPHL National Championships. As Gavin Otto will send it into the spaceman zone. Picked up by Dylan Parks. Pressure by Aiden Racosta. Feeds it up to Emerson Swin, who tried to feed it to Crawford. Comes back to Racosta. Pressure there by Jake Hayden. He'll go back after it. Racosta avoids the check, sends it over into the corner. Carson Stomp is there alongside the 27 of Emerson Swin. Cameron Shaver couldn't keep it in. Crossover pass to Scott Jua. Jua, long shot into the glove of Aiden Cars, who leaves it there for Dylan Parks. Picked out there, Max Lee, nice interception. Dylan Parks with a shot there, stomp, and save made by Cars with 5:29 to go here in period number 2.
We're at a baseball game, Matt.
Yes.
Jets finally, as of recently, able to put a few shots there in. None of them going into the back of the net, as that one's up and out of play.
5:18 to go.
This period's really flying by here.
Yeah, it
no,
is.
no penalties.
So far.
Penalty free so far. I think we had, I believe, just 2 in the first.
Lack of infractions.
Yes. Infraction free.
Yes. Nobody being bad. That's what it is. Jets continue to apply pressure, but so far have not been able to solve Aiden Karst, the 19-year-old goaltender from Mossonee, Wisconsin. Max Lee keeps it in. Here comes the spaceman. Wempe with a shot saved by Dreisbach. Shots even, 5-5 here in this second period. Picked up there by Jonah Clark. Clark drives his man to the boards. Gave up about 7 inches of height there. A shot there on Joseph Way. Off the post. Rebound comes in. Max Lee with a shot.
Oh
he
man.
was knocked off the puck in the last second by Leonidas Cintron. Oh, Max Lee had a wide open net and could not pull the trigger.
That was sitting there. He got great effort by Max Lee trying to get in there, but he just got held off that puck, was not able to get that stick down to put that in the back of the net as it was wide open.
And Dreisbach had a little bit of trouble handling the puck there. Had a back full of Hayden Stratman. Cars covers it up as Sam Hansen was pressing with 4:02 to go here in period number 2. Metro Jets, of course, their 2025-2026 home opener here at Mount Clemens Ice Arena. Only their 3rd game of the year. Of course, we mentioned the schedule upcoming. The last half of the season, backloaded big time with home games here at MCIA for the Jets Elite.
Yes, we're gonna be busy.
Picked up by Rosinski's. Braden Rosinski's nice little nifty move on Mulligan. Waiting for reinforcements, send it across, over to Parks, Parks to Hayden. Hayden steps up, fires, deflected wide of the net. Colson White was right there at the doorstep. Schwartzer knocked to the boards. Kept in by Parks, knocked away there by Chambers, who sends Cam Maxwell. Maxwell off to the races, nice play by Hayden to get back. Then he does get a shot off anyway, goes up high and wide. Mulligan keeps it in, big hit by Shacker. Fort Wayne starting to throw the body a little bit. Chambers had it knocked away by Shacker. Now Parks with a puck. Knocks into the neutral zone. Lorraine sends it right back in. Boy, Fort Wayne really throwing the body, though. They're at last 30 seconds. Kept in by Axonoff. What a shot up high and wide. Bouncing puck picked up by Mulligan. Mulligan sends it across up high and wide one more time. Back over to Axonoff. Axonoff's shot was blocked by Shacker. And now picked up by Hayden Stratman. Stratman cross ice pass too far for Rosinski's. And icing the call, 2:43 to go. Make it 2:42 here in period number 2. Braden Rosinski, his 3rd of the season or 2nd of the season from Colson White at 8:23 has given the Spacemen a 1-0 lead. It's still adding an extra goal to everybody for some reason. That's a coding issue in the back end of the USPHL website. Something that'll be fixed. We know it'll be fixed.
I'm not saying nothing.
Yeah. Axonoff battles there with Jake Hayden. Rosinski's now up to Colson White. White with Shacker trailing. White, backhand shot.
Great job powering through.
By Dreisbach. And he covered the puck. He covered Gavin Otto's skates. Either way, we've got to stop it with 2:24 to go here in period number 2.
And we kind of had this feeling with the way the last game went that this was going to be a good game, and this is exactly what it is right now. It's shots practically still just about even right now.
Always a good game when it's the Metro Jets, Fort Wayne Spacemen on the elite side. Shots 8-6 in favor of the Jets, 25-13 overall. The Jets are taking it to the Spacemen, but so far have not figured out Aiden Cars. Jua knocks it over to Liam Smith. Pressure there with the 41 of Braden Heber. Alex Roth comes to help out. You're right, Matt Neiman. Very quick second period.
They've been the boys have just been able to play the game.
Swin sends it over the corner. Cameron Rees. Shot there by Joe Candeloro. Tyler Ditch couldn't get away from Heber. Picked up by Rees. Cameron Rees pressured by Scott Jua. Jua, the 19-year-old from Newcastle, New South Wales, in his native country of Australia.
I'm just going to get it out of the way now, where he spends his summer fighting kangaroos and all that stuff.
I wasn't going there yet.
Oh, no?
I was saving that.
Oh, okay.
I'm saving that.
Oh. I knew it was going to come out eventually.
As you heard the PA voice, 1 minute remaining here in period number 2. 55.4 seconds to be exact.
I still, when you started doing the announcing here last year, the funniest story from Quinville was the kid that was in the penalty box. And he asked Q, where is that voice coming from? And Q goes, it's the voice of God.
The voice of God.
That was hilarious. He said the look on his face was just priceless.
I've gotten used to doing both the broadcast and the PA now.
And that's with it, when I can, depending on what's going on with the big screen and the other stuff, and we're really starting to mesh with that and going back to back on it. And
Carson Staub with a shot as Cars fights that off.
It does take a little bit of time, to get into the swing of things.
It does. Racosta's pass was blocked, picked up by Stratman. Hayden Stratman sends it over. Now it's Roth. Roth was looking for the 2019 Aragon Wempe. Cameron Schaefer takes the puck away from Leonidas Cintron. Here comes Schaefer. Had a puck knocked away by Roth, intercepted by Grady Smith. Here comes Smith. Smith brings it in. Wempe takes it away. 15 seconds left here in period number 2. Fort Wayne is looking to end this period. 5 seconds left. Sam Hansen able to keep it in. Shot was blocked. Didn't get all the way through. As a horn sounds to end period number 2. Shots on goal in the second period. Fort Wayne with 8 for a 2-period total of 15. For the Metro Jets with 9, 2-period total of 26. The score began at 2 periods of play. The Fort Wayne Spacemen 1, Metro Jets 0. DTS Drivetrain Specialist, second period interview. Our second appearance of the day by Mount Clemens Figure Skating Club on-ice reporter Sarah Vassar. And she's going to talk to one of the newcomers here at the Metro Jets. Played last year with the Decatur Blaze Elite. Prior to that was the Indianapolis South Star, the 18-year-old, just turned 18 from Pittsburgh, Indiana, Jason Shores, standing by with Mount Clemens Figure Skating Club on-ice reporter Sarah Vassar.
Thanks, Matt. So, Jason, this is your first home game as a Metro Jet. Last year you played with Decatur. How's this transition been going from Decatur to becoming a Jet?
It's been pretty good. I feel like we've been getting better opportunities, been making better plays, just been connecting together overall. It's been a great experience so far, great home game.
So the first 2 periods probably didn't go how you guys expected them to. What do you think that you have to do in the third?
I think we're getting good opportunities. Just got to try and find the back of the net. Getting pucks out front, just can't score yet. Just got to try and find the back of the net and just stop whacking at the puck. Just control it, slow it down, and make plays.
All right, well, good luck with the rest of the game.
Thank you.
Back up to you guys on the flight deck.
Sarah, thank you so much. As we have played 2 periods of play, the Fort Wayne Spacemen lead 1-0. We'll take a short break, come back for a second period recap and start of the third period on Doubleheader Wednesday here at MCIA. You're watching Metro Jets Hockey live exclusively on Black Bear TV. And welcome back to Mount Clemens Ice Arena. We're located approximately 30 minutes northeast of Motown, Detroit, in Mount Clemens, Michigan. Game 1 of our Wednesday doubleheader, also the home opener for the Metro Jets Elite, who trailed the Fort Wayne Spacemen 1-0 at the end of 2 periods of play.
And right now, this is every bit of the game and what we kind of anticipated it was going to be.
It absolutely is, as it usually is the case when the Jets and the Spacemen play in elite action. That was Matt Naiman, our Black Bear TV broadcast producer and color analyst. My name is Matt Preer, the voice of the Metro Jets Hockey Club. We're both up here in the flight deck alongside Tyler Naiman, who provides you all the visual effects via his camera eye, and Mount Clemens Figure Skating Club on Ice reporter Sarah Vassar continues to lurk about the building. Getting ready for DTS, Dry Training Specialists. Second period recap. Brought to you by the fine folks at Dry Training Specialists. For over 40 years, DTS has been the place to go for hardcore dry training solutions. Founded and run by our performance enthusiasts like our good buddy Claude Plant Jr., who, by the way, his son Luke Plant, playing very well for the Erie Otters of the Ontario Hockey League. Doing quite well, so congratulations, Luke. DTS is the kind of place you're looking for but can never find. Located in Warren, Michigan, DTS is the place for all the high-performance parts and all the hardware knowledge required to make them work in hardcore applications. Go to drytrainspecialist.com or call 1-800-521-0628 for more information. Shots on goal in the second period. Fort Wayne with 8, 2-period total of 15, while the Metro Jets with 9, 2-period total of 26. 1 goal in that period, and it was courtesy of the Spacemen. Braden Rosinski's taking advantage of a turnover in front of goaltender Brendan Dreisbach to record his second goal of the season. On the assist from Colson White, they came at 8:23 of the second period to give the Spacemen a 1-0 lead. These two teams right back in action a week from today, Wednesday, October 22nd, down at PSM Ice House in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Well, the Spacemen, their next game is coming up this Saturday, October 18th, a single game at the Summit Sports Ice Complex outside of Chicago in Lockport, Illinois. That arena finally opened as they'll play the Chicago Cougars, 4 o'clock Eastern Time face-off, 3 o'clock Central.
Yeah, I'll have to get over there to check that one out.
The plan is to head over for the USPHL Chicago Showcase, December 11th through the 14th. That is the game plan anyways, as yours truly was reached out to about availability for that. So, as of now, looking forward to heading back over to Chicago. Looking forward to that. Pretty much all the Great Lakes Division teams, all the Midwest Division teams, a few from the north, a few from the west heading over.
Yeah, we got some good upcoming hockey with all these upcoming showcases that are going to be coming up here. Yeah, and we had the New Jersey showcase just finished up.
Yep.
And then we got the Chicago showcase, and then our showcase here. There's the Florida showcase down there in Tampa.
These Metro Jets Elite players going to be involved in 4 showcases this year. Of course, the Fort Wayne showcase coming up October 30th through November 2nd. Then, of course, as one of the tri-hosts here for the USPHL Detroit showcase here at Mount Clemens Ice Arena, November 21st to the 24th. The Jets Elite then head to Chicago for the USPHL Chicago showcase, December 11th to the 14th. And then a return after a year off to the 2026 USPHL Tampa Showcase down there in Wesley Chapel, Florida, Advent Health Center Ice Rink, home of the Tampa Bay Juniors. Always a fun showcase. Looking forward to going to that.
Yeah, I'm still working on logistics to see if I can make it down for that one, but
we
are going to try.
Florida in January just sounds great, doesn't it?
Oh, it is. It is. I mean, we had we even had the one we had that we did for a couple of years was that Vegas showcase, and
yes,
we had a good time down there. Gave you a little tour of Vegas. That was a lot of fun.
Indeed, for sure. Kind of bummed we're not going back to the Vegas showcase. Of course, that's been replaced by the return of the Chicago showcase. So looking forward to that. Third period about to get underway. Metro Jets trail 1-0. Of course, they are the home team. This is the home opener for the Metro Jets Elite, wearing the home blues. White and red trim. They're skating right to left of your television screen. Or the Fort Wayne Spacemen, who play their home game at a PSM Ice House in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Wearing the road whites with the orange, gray, and black trim. They're skating left to right on your Black Bear TV dial. Well, there's your Android, your iPhone, your iPad, your laptop, your big screen TV. However and wherever you're watching from, We certainly appreciate you tuning in on the new exclusive home of USPHL hockey. That, of course, is Black Bear TV. Immediately following this game will be the Metro Jets Development Program, MJDP, against the Fort Wayne Spacemen, and USPHL Premier Play. Vital Title Insurance Agency pregame show scheduled to start 32 minutes from now. That cup may runneth over. Of course, that was a fast second period, wasn't it?
That was, and we'll see how this third period here plays out. And Jets gonna at least try to tie this game up.
Schwartzer sends it in, picked up by Joseph Way, wraps it around the boards. Leonidas Cintron will grab it. Got it away from Gavin Otto, but Connor Mulligan bails out his defensive line mate. Mulligan wraps around the board for Eli Schwartzer. Schwartzer cross ice pass, looking for Brody Jamrick. Jamrick knocks it into the spaceman in. Collected by Alex Roth. Now over to Braden Heber. Heber knocked into the neutral zone. Gavin Otto will collect. Over to Scott Jua. Jua now to Liam Smith. Smith now through almost everybody. Still got the shot off, and a save by Aiden Karst. Tyler Dix grabs it behind the net. Pressure there by Heber. Dmitry Aksanov over to Scott Jua. Jua with a shot, deflected by Smith into the blocker of Aiden Karst. Jua gets the second chance. Couldn't get it away from Rasinski's. But does Aksanov comes to help him out. Liam Smith trying to pinch in as well. Caught up in Aksanov's skates and now picked up there by Braden Rasinski, who's got the lone goal in this game. Gavin Otto got it away. Now Aksanov to Liam Smith. Trying to kiss a spaceman in the midst of a line change. Liam Smith pressured there by Dylan Parks. Over to Aksanov. Shot there, patted away by Karst. Here come the spacemen back the other way. Rasinski's had it knocked away by Aksanov. But picked off there by Hayden. Liam Smith knocked on the puck. Still with it. And buck comes across. Cameron Schaefer met there by Cameron Reese. Tyler Dix comes in there. They play along the boards. Pass right down in front. Shot saved by Dreisbach. Point blank opportunity by Jake Hayden. Candelaro looking for Cameron Reese. Tyler Dix knocks it away from him. They battle along the boards. That line's been out there a while. Liam Smith, Tyler Dix, and Dmitry Aksanov. Cameron Schaefer trying to pinch it out. And Reese comes out with it. Knocked away by Aksanov, who knocks it down. Off of linesman Mike Myers. Aksanov with a shot was blocked there by Joseph Way. Jets finally in the midst of a line change. Picked up by Aiden Racosta. Racosta leaves it there for Carson Stomp. Over for Grady Smith. Smith then feeds it over to Sam Hansen. Hansen out of Connor Mulligan. Lost it in his skates. Couldn't keep it in. So the delayed offside. Forces Carson Stomp to tag back up. And allows Joseph Way to bring it out. Leaves it for Dylan Parks. Parks pressured off the puck there by Grady Smith. Racosta kicks it over to Stomp. And now Rylan Wempe grabs it. Wempe trying to get around Connor Mulligan and pushes him to the outside. Aiden Racosta to Carson Stomp. Stomp trying to get it out. Bouncing puck to Grady Smith, and Smith will bring it in. Grady Smith, the 17-year-old from Gaylord, Michigan, over to Stomp with a shot, and Karst makes the save. Ethan Lorraine bouncing puck off the skate of Karst. And a puck driven down into the Jets zone. Icing will be the call. 15:56 to go here in period number 3. The Jets are firing everything they can at goaltender Aiden Karst. But so far, Karst up to the task. 27 shots, 27 saves for the 19-year-old from Mossany, Wisconsin.
Yeah, I think what might be the key for this game is he is leaving quite a few rebounds out front. And yet they're either A, tying the Jets up in front of the net, or there's nobody there for that rebound.
Lee wins the draw over to Otto, shot it wide. Jua couldn't keep it in, picked up by Stratman, who sends it right back in. Spacemen go for a line change. Gavin Otto behind the net, and here he comes. Gavin Otto, the 18-year-old from Colorado Springs, Colorado, over to Scott Jua, long shot. into the glove of Aiden Karst, and he wisely hangs on with 15:33 to go here in period number 3. Well, Matt, naming the flight deck awfully full, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Quite a few of the guys up here hanging out.
There are 227 Metro Jets up here on the flight deck at the moment. That's a guesstimate count. I may be off by a couple.
100.
A couple hundred, yeah. Jua tried to keep it in. He'll get it back in the neutral zone, send it across. I expected Gavin Otto to be there. Puck deflected up and into the spaceman zone. Matt Shacker for Colson White. Here comes White. White puts on the brakes, sends it across, looking for Shacker, who couldn't get a handle on it. Back over to Heber. Heber with a shot, bouncing puck off the skate of Brendan Dreisbach. Picked off there by Max Lee. Lee will bring it in. He'll backhand it in, go after his own dump in. Off-angle shot, looking for the off-angle, looking for the shot there, trying to bank it off of Karst. Nifty play there by Max Lee.
That was. They had some good speed, dumping that in like that, going right back after it.
Sam Hansen keeps it in. Gets a little bit of help from Jonah Clark. Clark now had it pickpocketed by Matt Shackert. Driven him into the board. Jason Shores with a pickpocket. But Colson White grabs it. 14:28 to go here in period number 3. Fort Wayne clinging to a 1-0 lead. Austin Chartel started the game in goal for the Fort Wayne Spacemen. Lasted all of 30 seconds before coming off in favor of Aiden Karst. And Karst has been dynamic between the pipes. He has stopped every shot he has faced so far. As the Jets working on 30 shots. They're at 28. Dylan Parks. Pickpocketed by Cam Maxwell. Maxwell's got some room. Maxwell fires off the blocker of Darst. Lorraine keeps it in. Maxwell will go after it. Cam Maxwell, one of the 4 original players on this Metro Jets elite team. Chambers had an opportunity, couldn't pull the trigger. Picked up by Jake Hayden. Hayden around the boards, intercepted by Eli Schwartzer. Over to Maxwell, knocked away from him. Kept in though by Connor Mulligan. Mulligan looking for Maxwell, who couldn't hand-eye it towards the net. Maxwell lost it there to Dylan Parks. Parks wraps it around the boards. Hayden tripped over the net. Cameron Reese dumped on the boards. Picked up by Mulligan. Mulligan to Chambers. Chambers wraps it around the boards. Cam Maxwell will go after it. Kept in by Lorraine with a shot. Patted away by Aiden Karst. Mulligan couldn't keep it in. Comes back to Ethan Lorraine. Lorraine through the logo at center ice. He'll bring it in. Through almost everybody. Backhanded looking for Noah Chambers. Had it knocked away from him. Axonoff off the bench. And a penalty coming. It's going to be on the Jets. It's going to be on Ethan Lorraine. Or is it? It is. So for the first time today, the Metro Jets will go on the take of the bat. Michigan athlete training penalty kill. And the Jets on special teams, 83% on the penalty kill. While the Fort Wayne Spacemen, 7 for 35 on the power play, a 20% clip. Good for eighth best in USPHL Elite action. The Jets and the take of the mat, Michigan athlete training penalty kill. Here comes Liam Smith. Smith trying to bring it in. Poked away, shot! Save made, rebound, and he scores! Dmitry Axonov, shorthanded, has given the Jets a 1-1 tie. As Dmitry Axonov, the 17-year-old from Wallen Lake, Michigan, his second goal of the season, and it comes shorthanded. The game is tied at 1 apiece. Oh, you wanted a big goal. You got it shorthanded from Dmitry Aksanov. And it's 1-1. First shorthanded goal of the season for the Metro Jets Elite.
But they still have to kill off this Fort Wayne penalty.
And they still have to kill off the penalty, but Dmitry Aksanov on the take it to the mat. Michigan athlete training shorthanded kill.
That was only like approximately
Big
like 30 seconds into this.
Goal.
That was only about like 30 seconds into that penalty kill. Great job by the Jets. Now they just have to kill this one off.
Metro Jets penalty, number 56, Ethan Lorraine. A 2-minute minor for high.
As right now, Fort Wayne trying to press as they gather it up back behind the net. Put it back down the other way. They're tied up behind the net. You got 2 Fort Wayne players going in after it. Now 3. Back out front. Quick shot, and they score. Wow.
Power play goal. They respond. Dmitry Aksanov shorthanded. Well, Cameron Reese just responded on the power play for the Fort Wayne Spacemen. As Cameron Reese, the 20-year-old from Cottonwood Heights, Utah, picks up his 3rd goal of the season. And just like that, back to a 1-goal deficit to the Jets.
And right now, this elite squad just has to be shaking their head. They get a shorthanded goal there on that, and then the Spacemen come back and respond right away with that goal. Now the Jets elite squad back down 1.
11-11 to go here in the 3rd period. 2 quick goals on that power play. 1 shorthanded by the Jets. 1 power play by the Spacemen. Metro Jets first goal, a shorthanded goal.
Well, let's see if the Jets are going to be able to respond. Now we're back on 5-on-5. Just down the 1 goal. We got a quick shot. They score!
And they score again. Carson Stahl makes it 2-2. Oh my! Carson Stahl, the 19-year-old from Kingsville, Ontario, Canada. His first career junior goal, and it's 2-2.
How about this for a game?
Wow.
Man.
We got to catch up on the goals on the PA.
Right? Well, I tell you what, it was a great job by the Spacemen responding to that shorthanded goal by the Jets. The Jets going down by 1, and then the Jets come right back after that to respond to tie this game right back up at 2. As that puck goes off, linesman Alexi there, trying to get it back over. They get it over into the Jet zone. Jets are going to try to break out, comes back over center ice. Tries to get it up to Shockhart, misses that, and we're going to, I believe, go down for an icing. Puck's going to come back down the other way.
Assisted from Liam Smith at 7:50 of the 3rd period. Fort Wayne Spaceman's first goal on the power play, his 3rd goal of the season. Scored by number 14, Cameron Reese. Assisted by number 11, Matt Shacker. Time of the goal, 8:40 of the 3rd period. That's the Spaceman's 2nd goal. Came on the power play. Reese, his 3rd of the season from Shacker at 8 minutes 40 seconds of the 3rd period. So we're almost caught up. So we'll catch you up. Dmitry Aksanov shorthanded from Liam Smith at 7:50. Then 50 seconds later, Cameron Reese for the Spaceman on the power play. His 3rd of the season from Matt Shackert at 8:40. And then the very latest goal, Carson Stomp. His first career goal as a Metro Jet from Aiden Racosta at 9:14.
Oh, right off the post.
Of the 3rd period. So 3 goals, Matt Naiman, in a span of 1 minute and 24 seconds. We went from 1-0 to 2-2.
That just goes to show you exactly how quick this game can change. It only takes seconds to put one in the back of the net, and we've seen that in the minute 24 here as the Jets coming back down the other way, right up over center ice.
Down the goal, 9:14 of the 3rd period.
Another shot in, goes wide. As Racosta is going to dump it back around. Smith going in after it over into the corner.
So 2-2, 3 goals in 1:24. Stomp right there, and Cars covers it up.
You know, and
With
that was kind of
9:14 to
deceiving.
go.
Lorraine dumped that in. Wasn't a very hard shot. He just kind of just dumped it in there, and the puck fluttered out front. And I think that's going to be one of the keys for this right now, because right now Fort Wayne's leaving a lot of rebounds right now, and they're starting to park guys out front now. You're starting to see that. So we'll see if this is going to change the momentum of the game here for the Jets.
Shots now 5-4 in favor of the Jets here in the third period. 31-19 overall, also in favor of the Jets. But give credit to Aiden Carr stopping the first 28 shots he faced, but now has allowed 2 in the last 3 shots. And we got a 2-2 hockey game, Matt Naiman. Jason Shores over to Sam Hansen with a shot, partially blocked. Shores lost it in his jersey. Picked up there by Hayden Stratman. Max Lee grabs it. Knocked away from him by the 93 of Hayden. And Cameron Schaefer dumps it in. Karster Wempe. 8:35 to go here in period number 3. 3 goals in a minute, 24 seconds. 2 by the Jets, one of them shorthanded. Fort Wayne with a power play goal, and we've got a 2-2 hockey game with 8:20 to go here in the third period. Cameron Schaefer spins back in his own corner. Send it across over to Sam Hansen. Hansen now will bring it in. The third-year Metro Jet. Leads it for Jonah Clark. Clark winds up, fires wide of the net. Noah Chambers, the newest member of the Jets, with a shot into the glove of Aiden Karst, who hangs on with 7:58 to go here in period number 3. Also a note to our Black Bear TV folks at World Headquarters in Youngstown, Ohio. Immediately following this game, we go right into the Vital Title Insurance Agency pregame show. Our second game of our Wednesday doubleheader. This one in USPHL Premier Play, the Metro Jets Development Program, MJDP, will play the Fort Wayne Spacemen. Vital Title pregame show immediately following this game for our second game of our Wednesday doubleheader. Knocked along the boards here was Cam Maxwell. And Noah Chambers digs it out. Coming over to the Jets from the Bold City Battalion on the Premier side. Playing his first game as a Metro Jet. Chambers, a 20-year-old from Grand Blanc, Michigan, outside of Flint, my hometown. For those of you who know your geography of the great state of Michigan.
That water improving out there?
No. You still got to go buy water. I can't believe it. It's been over 10 years.
Yeah, I can't believe that they haven't really made that correction.
Shut the switch off and switch back to Lake Huron water, which is what I grew up on. Explains a lot, but they shut the switch off and they're getting the water from Flint River. Do you know how many bodies are in that river? I'm not saying nothing that's not true. I mean, man, it sounds morbid, but I'm not saying nothing that's not a fact.
And there's more than just bodies in there too.
Yeah.
I used to fish. I used to fish that Flint River.
All they literally have to do is switch the water back off and bring it back to where it originally came from, which was Lake Huron.
But that would require work, and for that switch.
It's a flick of a damn switch.
Well, that switch might be a $10 million switch. You never know.
Good Lord.
All
right, enough water talk. Going to need water after this. Colson White brings it in.
Yeah, I'm almost out of my coffee.
White with a shot off the helmet of Brendan Dreisbach. Another shot goes wide. Fort Wayne getting a couple opportunities. Picked up there. White knocked away there by Mulligan. Connor Mulligan's had a very good game, Matt Naiman.
He has been. He has been doing a good job getting his stick in the way of things.
Mulligan, the former Connecticut Junior Ranger, was a former Northwest Arkansas Ice Hog. Played 3 years for the Ice Hogs. And Mulligan with the puck from Salam Springs, Arkansas. Picked up there. Rosinski's backhand shot into the paraphernalia. Brendan Dreisbach, who hangs on with 5:55 to go here in period number 3.
Well, it was a good job by the Jets keeping that in there because, I guess you could say almost a mini breakaway there, but he did a good job on the angle on that the only shot he had was a off-balance backhand that he just couldn't get a lot of power on it.
Add a second assist to Grady Smith on the second Jets goal. And also add an assist.
Here we go, 2-on-1.
For Dylan Parks on the second spaceman goal. Shot there by Schaefer. Save made. Schaefer wraps it around. Oh, Rakasa couldn't pull the trigger. Picked up by Grady Smith. Smith now on the puck. Over to Cameron Schaefer. Schaefer now to Sam Hansen. Hansen with a shot. Deflected wide. Carson Stomp was right there at the doorstep. So the second Fort Wayne goal should read Cameron Reese from Matt Shacker to Dylan Parks at 8:40. And the second Jets goal should read Carson Stomp from Aiden Rakasa and Grady Smith at 9:14.
Jets now are going to be shorthanded once again.
Shorthanded again. Carson Stomp will head off with 5:20 to go here in the third. 2-minute minor for tripping. And that's not what the Jets wanted with just 5 minutes and 20 seconds to go here in the third period. So the spacemen are 1 for 1 with a man advantage, though they have given up a shorthanded goal. Jets back and take it to the mat. Michigan athlete training penalty kill. They're 0 for 1 with that said shorthanded goal. Shot there right in front. The puck was just laying there in the goal mouth. Heber over to Colson White. Colson White will bring it in. Carson Stomp, 2-minute minor for tripping at 14:39 of the third period. Heber over to Stratman. Stratman cross ice pass, partially blocked, knocked away. Grady Smith couldn't get it out, and now it's back in the neutral zone. Metro Jets penalty, number 43, Carson
As
Stomp.
Fort Wayne's going to try to reset.
Penalty called at 14:39 of the third period.
As they go in, give it along the side of the wall, around the back, out front.
39-second mark of the third period. Metro Jets go back and they're taking it to the back.
Able to fight that one off. It's off along the back of the net.
4:20 to go. 55 seconds left in the power play. Heber now. Size it up. Knocked away there by nice play by Acosta. Now Grady Smith off to the races, but couldn't get there in time. Riley Wempe got there first. Stratman knocked away, intercepted by Max Lee. Lee bouncing puck into the spaceman logo of Aiden Karst, who shovels it over to Heber. Nice penalty kill work by Max Lee. Lee working hard, kills off some valuable time. Here's Cameron Reese with Hayden to his right elbow. 3:40 to go. Here in the third period, we're tied at 2.
Just 10 seconds left in this power play. See if the Jets are going to be able to kill this one off, and it looks like they're going to, as Lee's going to be able to clear that right back out of the zone.
What a great shift by Max Lee.
That was probably one of the best shifts I've seen him yet all season long, even though it's only their third game. But even after watching him last year, that was a very, very good job by Lee on that.
Lee still on the ice at the end of a long shift as Gavin Otto now over to Scott Jua. Jua bouncing puck goes wide. Karst knocks it over into the corner. Carson Stomp was right there, now picked up by the spaceman. Shacker lost it there to Cam Maxwell, was bailed out by Dylan Parks. Parks sends it in. Dreisbach leads it for Scott Jua. Jua to Jonah Clark, Clark to Cam Maxwell. Maxwell trying to get around Alex Roth. Roth knocks it away. Jonah Clark digs it out. Leaves it there for Ethan Lorraine. Lorraine, nice little stick handle move. Over to Gavin Otto, who sends it in. 2:25 to go here in the period number 3. A 2-2 tie between the Metro Jets and the Fort Wayne Spacemen. Here in the USPHL Elite home opener for the Metro Jets. Ball again to Noah Chambers. Chambers around Heber, but Colson White grabs it. White now with the puck, sends it across. The Heber to Cintron, but the play was offside with 2:01 to go here in period number 3. The Jets dominating in shots, 8-6 in this third period, 34-21 overall. Chambers goes after it, pressured there by Emerson Swint. Braden Heber knocks it away. Ethan Lorraine looking for Maxwell. Comes back to Mulligan. Now to Schwartzer. Too far for him. Put it there by the 20 of Joseph Way. Way had it pickpocketed by Schwartzer. Maxwell comes out. Schwartzer. Pressured by White. Big hit by Colson White on Eli Schwartzer. Got right back up. Comes back to the 42. Leonidas Cintron who sends it in. Sam Hansen will go after it. Off icing the call. Minute 25 to go here in the third period.
Nail biter on this one, I'll tell you what.
And the Jets wouldn't be sad about going to overtime. That's a point.
Yeah.
It would move them into a tie for third with the Chicago T-Rex. And only their third game of the season. The T-Rex have played 5 games.
Got a timeout, Fort Wayne.
Timeout, Fort Wayne Station. Probably a wise timeout considering that was off an icing call.
Yeah, not going to be able to make that change. Give their boys a little bit of a rest with just a minute and 25. So I'm thinking they're just going to try to, at least Fort Wayne, they're going to try to just maintain possession. If they get the shot, take the shot. But I think they're just going to drag this on, try to get this into an OT, have the guys get the break, come up with a strategy here for OT.
Dimitri Axenow started the scoring shorthanded for the Jets. His second of the season from Liam Smith at 7:50. Made it a 1-1 game. But then 50 seconds later, Cameron Reese on the same power play. His third of the season from Dylan Parks and Matt Shackard. That came at 8:40 to give the Spacemen a 2-1 lead. But that lasted 34 seconds as Carson Stomp tied the game again for the Jets. His first of the season from Aiden Ricasa and Grady Smith. That came at 9:14. And Matt Naiman, that's where we're at. 2-2 tie with a minute 25 to go here in period number 3.
As the boys coming back out on the ice, talking, coming up, strategizing, talking about what they were talking about on the bench. Let's see what they can do with just 1:25 left.
The two top lines going head-to-head. Liam Smith with Tyler Dix and Dimitri Axenow against Hayden Stratman, Matt Shackard, and Braden Rosinskis. Tyler Dix digs it out. Dix behind the net. Wraparound attempt. Shot saved made. Rebound on the shot there by Axenow. Another shot. That was saved. And Dix gets it back. Sends it back over to the corner. Trying to get it out. And they do. Courtesy of Alex Roth. 1 minute remaining in the third period. Puck goes out in the neutral zone. Back in the Jets' end. Picked up by Cameron Schaefer. Schaefer now to Sam Hansen. Hansen for Tyler Dix, who backhands it into the zone. Liam Smith goes after it. But met there by Jake Hayden. 45 seconds left here in period number 3. 2-2 tie. Too far for Wempe. Schaefer knocks it away. Back into the Spaceman zone. Jake Hayden will retrieve it. Pressured there by Liam Smith. Tyler Dix is lurking as well. 28 seconds left. Hansen lost it in the skates, but was bailed out by Cameron Schaefer. Stratman will send it in. 20 seconds left here in period number 3. Hansen trying to get it out. Gets some help from Axenow. Gets more help from Liam Smith. 10 seconds left here in period number 3. And the Jets look to be content with going to overtime. But Smith, one last chance, and that's going to do it. Extra hockey here at Mount Clemens Ice Arena. Shots on goal in the third period. Fort Wayne Station with 6. A 3-period total of 20.
Now anyone looking to tune in to the development program, the Metro Jets development program, MJDP, versus the Fort Wayne Spacemen. That one is going to be running a little late because of this overtime, but we will get you tuned in right when this game is done. So see what they can do is we're going to have some 3-on-3 hockey.
Indeed. 3-on-3. The teams will switch sides.
This is always some fun stuff to see.
Oh, yeah.
I love the 3-on-3.
Both teams guaranteed a point. So the Fort Wayne Spacemen, a minimum 2-point advantage over the Chicago Crush, who have 5 games in hand on them. The Metro Jets, at the minimum, move to a tie for third in the Midwest Division with the Chicago T-Rex. Jake Howie, head coach of MJDP right there with the elite head coach Danny Vanderweel. Those of you expecting the Vital Title pregame show with MJDP and Fort Wayne Spaceman, well, you get some bonus overtime hockey in the USPHL Elite side. 2-2 tie. For those of you just joining us for the MJDP Fort Wayne Spaceman premiere broadcast, you get some bonus hockey. Overtime here at Mount Clemens Ice Arena. Metro Jets, of course, the home team, wearing the home blues, the white and red trim. They'll be skating left to right on your television screen with a Fort Wayne Spaceman out of Fort Wayne, Indiana. They are, of course, the road team wearing the road whites, orange, gray, and black trim. They'll be skating right to left on your Black Bears TV dial. Liam Smith, Tyler Dix, Cameron Schaefer for the Jets. The Spaceman counter with Colson White, Braden Rosinski, and Alex Ross. And here we go. Overtime. Alex Roth with the puck. This really opens up the ice for the speedsters of both teams. Every mistake is crucial, like that one. Tyler Dix over to Liam Smith. Well, Dix now over to Cameron Schaefer. Schaefer with a shot, patted away by Darst. On back, big hit there. Nice play by Schaefer. Dix is down on the ice. So it's basically 3-on-2 at the moment. Dix will head back. He'll head off the bench. Now picked up by Liam Smith. Long stretch pass, looking for Dmitry Aksanov. Aksanov with a shot on the side of the net. Liam Smith comes back with it. Leads it for Connor Mulligan. Mulligan over to Aksanov. Back to Mulligan. Connor Mulligan sends it toward the net. Deflected save made. Nice pad stop there by Cars. Comes back over to Aksanov. Aksanov fires just wide. Grady Smith off the bench. Oh, knocked away. Breakaway for Colson White. He'll go one-on-one with Brendan Dreisbach. Nice play by Dmitry Aksanov to get back to negate that breakaway. Big play by Dmitry Aksanov. This game tied.
That was just huge. He did a great job. Got his stick in the way. The only opportunity he had was to take that backhand. That is now the second time that the Jets have made a play like that, keeping the player to the outside and only allowing them a weak backhand.
3:48 to go here in overtime. Aiden Racosta against Hayden Stratman. Racosta wins that draw cleanly for Gavinato. Carson Stomp on the ice. He's the one that tied this game for the Jets. And Kars wisely covers with 3:37 to go here in OT. Very quick line changes in overtime. Liam Smith right back out with Dmitry Aksanov and Gavinato. Goes by Karst. Rylan Wempe to Jake Hayden. Picked off by Liam Smith. Smith steps up, fires just wide. Comes back to Aksanov, who brings it out. He'll feed it across over to Cameron Schaefer. Schaefer now with the puck. Goes behind his own net, sets up the play. Waits for his teammates to get settled, and here we go. Liam Smith. He'll go one-on-one with Jake Hayden. He goes around him. Gets a moment shot off the post. Picked up by Schaefer. Boy, Liam Smith, you talk about speed. My goodness.
Yeah, he was really able to accelerate right around him.
Here comes Rylan Wempe. Wempe with the puck. With a shot blocked by Schaefer. Stratman able to knock it over to the corner. Liam Smith will grab it. Liam Smith will feed it over to Aksanov. Aksanov back over to Schaefer. Cameron Schaefer will set the play up again. Matt Shackert is lurking. Here comes Schaefer. Schaefer through center ice. He'll bring it in. Looking for Aiden Racosta. Racosta parked in front of the net. Trying to slide by Braden Haber. A penalty coming in overtime. So what will happen here is we'll skate 4-on-3. And the Spacemen, Braden Heber, a 2-minute minor for holding. With 2:15 left in overtime, basically gives the Jets the rest of overtime on the power play. Timeout, Metro Jets. And Danny Vanderweel, head coach of the Jets Elite, wisely calling a timeout. Can't really skate 3-on-2, so we'll skate 4-on-3. So the Jets with the extra player on the ice.
And then as that continues, it'll be 4-on-4 until a whistle, and then back to 3-on-3.
But with 2:15 left here in overtime,
it may not get there.
It may not get to that point, exactly. Fort Wayne Spaceman penalty for number 41, Braden Heber. A 2-minute minor for holding. Penalty called at 2:45 of overtime. That's a Spaceman, Heber, 2 minutes for holding, the 2-minute 45-second mark of overtime. Metro Jets go back in the Metro Jets Foundation power play. So they heard the call by the PA voice here at the Mount Clemens Ice Arena.
Yeah, I'd like to know where that guy's from. You know,
it's the voice of God.
You get to fill in for Mr. Matt McKinder.
So the Jets come out with Tyler Dix, Dmitry Aksanov, Liam Smith, and Cameron Schaefer. 3 forwards, 1 D. Good draw win by Liam Smith. To Cameron Schaefer, to Tyler Dix. Dix to Aksanov. Aksanov over to Schaefer. Schaefer, soft pass to Aksanov, who scored shorthanded. Aksanov steps in, fires it across. Tyler Dix couldn't get a handle on it. Back over to Cameron Schaefer. Schaefer at the point. Schaefer fires off the blocker of guard. Rebound to Smith. Pass saved by Cars. Liam Smith comes back with it. Over to Schaefer. Schaefer back over, knocked away by the 77 of Rosinski. And Rosinski's around Schaefer. Here goes Braden Rosinski. The shot there, pass saved by Dreisbach. Minute 30 to go here in overtime. Back to Aksanov, over to Cameron Schaefer. Couple big stops by both goaltenders in this overtime. Tyler Dix, over to Aksanov. Aksanov steps in, fires! Oh, just missed the top corner. Kept in by Connor Mulligan. Mulligan over to Tyler Dix, top of the face-off circle. He'll set up shot, fires, blocker save. 1:05 to go here in overtime. Aksanov with the puck. 1 minute remaining in overtime.
Right now, just 45 seconds left in this power play by the Jets.
Hogan and Dix with a shot off the side of the net and fired down into the Jets zone. 48 seconds left in the overtime. 30 seconds left in the power play. Mulligan now will bring it in. Jets with reinforcements on the ice. Cross over to Grady Smith. Smith over to Mercasa. Back to Smith. Smith with a shot. Looking for the deflection. Goes wide. Mulligan back over to Grady Smith. Back over to Mulligan. Him and Smith will play a little catch. Smith over to Mercasa. Mercasa with a shot. Blocked by Stratman. Mulligan trying to poke it through. Picked up by Carson Stomp. Stomp over to Smith. Grady Smith now with the puck. Over to Connor. Over to Mercasa. Back to Smith with a shot. Patted away. Both teams back at full strength.
Now we got a bit of 4-on-4 for another 5 seconds here.
5 seconds left, and Matt Naiman. Overtime's not enough. We're going to a shootout. Shots on goal in the overtime. Fort Wayne with 2, game total of 23. While the Metro Jets with 6, game total of 41. We now go to a best-of-3 shootout. And the Metro Jets, of course, the home team, have the option of choosing going first or deferring. The goaltenders will switch sides one more time. Shootout, Matt Naiman.
First one of the season.
Indeed. First one for the home opener for the Metro Jets Elite. And we go to a shootout. Daniel Luska, former Metro Jets Elite, he's like, man, I want to play. What's up with these guys?
Right?
Best of 3 shootout. And both goaltenders, great Brendan Dreisbach, Aiden Karst, will head off.
Let's see who's going to be the first shooter. I think it's going to be Stratman.
And the Jets have the option to take the first shot or to defer.
Well, it looks like they are going to defer. Is it going to be Stratman? No. Stratman's heading down onto the bench.
Number 26, Colson White. So it's Colson White, the 17-year-old from Fort Wayne, Indiana. He'll go one-on-one with Brendan Dreisbach. Our first shootout of the season. Best of 3. And here we go. Colson White will go one-on-one with Brendan Dreisbach. White steps up, blocker side, backhand shot, patted away by Brendan Dreisbach. Shooting first for the Metro Jets, the 22, Liam Smith. Liam Smith will go one-on-one with Hayden Karst. Smith, his first career opportunity in a shootout in his junior career. Here comes Liam Smith, blocker side, goes to the blocker side, and he scores! Metro Jets lead 1-0 after round 1. Shooting second for the Fort Wayne Spaceman, the 77, Brady Rosinskis. Rosinskis will go against Dreisbach. Puts on the brakes, backhand, and he scores! 1-1, Brady Dreisbach in the backhander.
The shootout's going the same way the game went.
Indeed. Shooting second for the Metro Jets, 94, Dmitry Aksanov. Aksanov with a short-handed goal. Earlier today, it's 1-1. Aksanov looking to make it 2-1. Shot into the glove of Hayden Karst. 1-1 after round 2. Shooting next for Fort Wayne Spaceman, the 94, Hayden Stratman. Hayden Stratman will try to get the Spaceman the lead. He'll pick up the puck at center ice. He'll go blocker side on Brendan Dreisbach. Go the forehand, patted away by Dreisbach. Who puts it into the hands of Tyler Dix. Shooting third for the Metro Jets, the number 2, Tyler Dix. If Tyler Dix scores, the game is over. If he misses, we go to sudden death shootout. Dix, glove side, scores! And that's going to do it. The Metro Jets have won in a shootout by a score of 3-2. Final score, Metro Jets 3, Fort Wayne Spaceman 2.
What a game.
How about that? How about it, Matt Namath?
Wow.
Tyler Dix, the overtime hero, the shootout hero for the Metro Jets, who win it by a score of 3-2 in a shootout. Your Ocean Blue Development 3 stars of the game, brought to you by Ocean Blue Development out of Tampa, Florida, developing residential real estate aimed at workforce buyers in the great state of Florida, and providing investors with attractive risk-adjusted returns by investing in small to mid-sized residential real estate development projects in high-demand markets around the southeastern United States. Number 3 star of the game, with the game-tying goal for the Metro Jets, the 43 of Carson Stomp. Your number 2 star of the game, also for the Metro Jets, a short-handed goal that got the Jets on the board in the third period for the Metro Jets, the 94 of Dmitry Aksanov. And your number 1 star of the game, the game-winning goal in the shootout for the Metro Jets, the number 2, Tyler Dix. He's going to be your Ocean Blue Development Player of the Game. And for the second time today, he will talk to Mount Clemens Figure Skating Club on-ice reporter Sarah Vassar as a play for prayer circle. The 2 teams that it means the most to, wouldn't you say, Matt Naiman? As he's getting things ready to go. Mount Clemens Figure Skating Club on-ice reporter Sarah Vassar will talk to Tyler Dix, your Ocean Blue Development Player of the Game. Scores his first goal of the season, and could have been more important, the game-winning goal in the shootout for the 20-year-old Mount Clemens native, Tyler Dix, who's standing by with Mount Clemens Figure Skating Club on-ice reporter Sarah Vassar.
Thanks, Matt. So, Tyler, we're back. This time you've scored the game-winning goal in a shootout. Can you tell us how you made that happen?
I don't know, honestly. I mean, I was kind of coming down, not going to lie. The nerves were definitely there. I kind of had an idea where,
Ooh, that one was straight down the back.
Okay, now I got soaked underwear. Okay, no, I mean, I was just coming down. I didn't know what I wanted to do, and I just trust my shot, put it right past his glove. You know, got my get back, just feels good. You know, I didn't even know it was a game winner either, so, you know, just a lot of emotion, but just happy, thrilled, so.
So you guys really came back in that third period there. What was the message going into that?
Just finish it out, close it out, get pucks deep. I know you like that saying, get pucks deep, go north. You know, play north. You know, the coaches pounding in our heads, do little things, big things will take care of themselves. So it's just doing that, micromanaging the game, and I think we did a pretty good job of that, close it out. So.
All right, great job today. Back up to you guys on the flight deck.
Sarah, thank you so much. We're going to step away for about 30 seconds and come right back for our second game of our Wednesday doubleheader. Final score of Game 1 in USPHL Elite play. The Metro Jets in a shootout, 3-2 winners over the Fort Wayne Spacemen. You've been watching Metro Jets hockey live exclusively on Black Bear TV. The following is a presentation of Black Bear Sports Group. Watch the entire 2025-2026 United States Premier Hockey League season exclusively on the new home of the USPHL hockey. That's Black Bear TV. Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon and welcome back to Mount Clemens Ice Arena. We're located approximately 30 minutes northeast of Motown, Detroit, in Mount Clemens, Michigan, at the former two-time USPHL Premier